Hey, yo, I almost pissed on myself last night. I just thought y'all should know that.
You almost pissed yourself? How?
Yo,
Wow.
sleeping, thinking I was,
Let's hear it.
having a dream. I
Yo,
could have swore I was in the toilet, yo.
You swore you got up, or what happened?
Yo, no, I got up because I'm a light
Did you
sleeper.
imagine yourself pissing? Is that what it was?
Yeah, right, yeah. So I thought I was pissing.
Yeah.
I saw myself get up. I saw myself get up from the bed, go to the toilet, everything that I do, flip the toilet up. If Sabrina didn't bump me in the bed, I would have pissed all over our sheets, yo.
Yeah.
You never seen the video?
Yeah, I'm in go mode, go. Yeah, I'm in go mode. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the OSA Out of Shape Allstars, episode 41. Drew, how you say that in Spanish?
41.
All right,
Hey,
Drew on
there
it.
he
Drew on it.
goes.
Now, I'm going to get this out here early. First 10 minutes, Eddie, kick us off. Countdown. We started the episode with a 10-minute countdown. No profanity. The first 10 minutes of the episode. We've been trying
We
for
gotta
the
get
longest.
the algorithms.
I don't think we got it. I don't think we got it. There yet.
Should we take bets on when Drew is going to say the S word? Because that's his favorite word.
I mean,
I say he says it with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, that's how he
You
ends
got
his,
5 on it.
that's how he ends his sentences. And that's how that's just how he talks. But
You act like Dev don't be cursing either. Like come on.
I'm saying you're the one that always kind of screws it up for us. But anyway.
Competition last week too.
I love cursing, but I know how to control it. I'm aware of where we at and what we doing, so therefore I know how to wait.
I control it too.
All right, so let's kick it off. Drew, you just said you controlling it. You on top of it. I ain't got to worry about it. Enough said. This is episode 41 of the OSA. Now, like always, brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. Now, for those who don't know, we'll discuss it more. This is Tuesday. It'll air on Thursday. It is Mamba Day. It's been 1 year since the big homie, Kobe the Bean Bryant, was playing ball, playing 21 with G.O.D. So we're going to discuss it more in case you missed it. But just for those who don't know, we let y'all know it's very special day. Rest in peace to the big homie. But let's get into it. We got the whole cast here, which is dope. DQ in the building. What up, Dan?
What up, son?
DQ is here, rapping like always. But we got to shout out the host first. Rapping D.I. Dominicano in the building. Give it up for Eddie Horchata. And passing it back to our local sneakerhead and gamer and comedian, Just DQ back in the building.
Yeah, I was feeling like
So boom, you just did it.
There it is.
So, there we go. Broke. So Drew, it wasn't you.
The good boy hour.
It wasn't me.
Okay, that don't
Good boy clock.
That mean start
It wasn't
cursing.
me.
That doesn't mean start cursing, but
I really took it subconsciously and didn't realize it.
it's all right.
We'll bleep it. We'll bleep it.
I'll put the dolphin noise.
Yo, I really
like
didn't.
Shaggy. It wasn't.
I really didn't realize that.
Up next, the person that usually the one that breaks the good boy hour.
No, I don't.
Mr. Drew in the building.
What's up, everybody? What's up?
Always rapping Don's LLC. Got the OSA to go with it today. Give it up for K Jack.
Yeah.
Rapping. It's a holiday. John, no, he got his holiday attire on, with the gold and purple on. Give it up for Johnny Five. And last but not least, me. My mama call me Devin, so you can call me Devin. Let's get to it. In case you missed it, now we kick it off with COVID and sports. A lot of interesting things happening in COVID. First off, Rick Pitino. Coach Rick Pitino, legendary coach. He coached Kentucky for a long time, coached Louisville for a long time. Now he's at Iona. He's contracted COVID. Yeah, he's at Iona.
Yeah, he's been in Iona, cuz.
Yeah, the last couple of years.
Come on,
couple of years.
Yeah, come on,
last
cut.
couple of years. He's been at Iona.
Gales is coming back, son.
Okay, I'm thinking
Westchester all day, because that's all we got, really.
I'm thinking of homie from Coach Kentucky. My bad.
I'm talking about John Calipari.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Like that doesn't sound. I actually met him before, actually.
Nah, Patino was there before him.
Yeah, I met Rick Patino at my school. Come on, my high school coach was the basketball coach, and he's like helps kids get
But he contracted COVID recently. And what's funny about his situation is he took the vaccination already.
Yeah, it's a little sus, man. There's people out here taking the vaccination that's in that age range. That
Yeah, so he's already had his vaccination, and he just recently turned up positive for COVID, which brings the question up: is it real? Dun, 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 dun. Is it real?
Well, I mean, I guess like on the medical level, like I mean, we're getting like COVID. I can take the vaccination whenever I want right now, currently.
Yeah.
But you go in for the first shot, and then you have to go in. It takes a couple of weeks, and then you have to go in for the second shot.
For the second one.
When you're in that in between,
Moderna,
that's where you can get it.
Right.
Or for the Moderna, 3 for Pfizer.
I heard they're
4 for Pfizer.
4 weeks between for Moderna.
I thought you said 4 shots. I was like, oh no.
No.
Yeah, one for each arm and one for each leg.
And then one for the head. But I mean,
and then one for the arm that grows out of your head.
Yeah, it's again, but like everything, even with the flu shot, that don't make you invincible to getting the flu. So I can see it, but it's just funny that he recently got it, and then a couple of weeks later he turned out positive of COVID. He's currently quarantining, so he's not at any of the games. He's quarantining, coaching from home. So we wish you the best, Coach Patino. Feel better. Also in COVID news, Michigan has completely, the college, University of Michigan has completely shut down their whole
John Taffer.
Yeah, everything. They waited till after college.
Shut it down.
They waited till after college. Football was over.
College football.
Right. Once college football was over.
Because they're not good, and I don't think their basketball team's going to be any good this year either. So
yeah, but I don't think their basketball team pull as much. Don't pull in the dollars that the football team, especially paying Coach Harbaugh all that money. They like, yeah, we need these tickets sold. So they waited to college season, football season was over, but they completely shut down the sports because of the activeness of COVID in college and COVID in the world. They're trying to maintain it, but I guess it became too much to deal with. A lot of players get sick from all athletic sports, and they just decided to completely shut down. And I understand it's still crazy out here in regards to COVID. It's hard to play a game when you got people on collegiate scholarships, and then 3 to 4 of them go down, and then you do the tracing whole thing. You have to sit these people out. It's hard to put together a game. It's not like the NBA where you can possibly call people up, or you can get people from free agency and stuff like that. You can't get a college player from free agency. Like, yeah, I heard about this boy at this local D2 school. Yeah, let's call him up to Division I.
What's next? When are you going to start calling up high school players? Like,
Right, exactly. You want to come play on the weekends? So they completely shut down their program. NBA continues to have their issues. They just recently did 502 tests. 11 came back positive. Because of this, players like Avery Bradley is out for Miami.
Jimmy Butler's out.
Jimmy's still out. You got Paul George is out, as well as Kawhi is out. Now I don't know if they in particular have it, but through the tracing.
Yeah, contact.
Right, they had close contact tracing, so they're out as well. It's again, we've seen it in MLB, we've seen it in NFL. It's just the NBA's turn.
When was the last time the Grizzlies played? I feel like the Grizzlies haven't been played in like a
and
whole
right, and Grizzlies games are pretty much and their games are they just postponed 3 more games, so their schedule is pretty much TBA because they continue to deal with issues with COVID. So as the season go on, we're gonna continue to see this. Like I said, it's the NBA's turn.
Yeah.
MLB went through it.
I would say,
And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is like pretty much like petitioning for like the stars of the NBA to get vaccinated. So
Yeah.
Like,
that's like his
nah,
fault.
boy.
But what about that? What do you think about what Pat Riley's doing in Miami?
What do you
Oh, yeah,
do? With the sniffing
the
dog.
sniffing dogs.
Sniffing dogs, yeah.
How the fuck they gonna sniff that shit out already?
Okay, so
I mean, they say it's a
We're almost there. We're almost there.
Yeah, before that was announced, and before that was
Wait. What are the dogs sniffing out? COVID?
right.
Yeah, it's
COVID.
COVID. Yeah, it's they
Yeah,
say because I saw a YouTube on
That
it.
sounds made up.
They
Yeah,
said
so
they said like an agent that humans give off once they have it.
yeah,
They say
a whole
the
bunch of
dogs pick
other
up.
businesses and people about to get COVID sniffing dogs now.
It actually been tested over like in overseas, like in I forgot Sweden does that too, like in like airports.
Yeah,
So
I
the
believe
goal
that.
is again, the goal is to have more fans at the games, so they'll be having these COVID sniffing dogs throughout the facility.
That's why I meant to. That's what I was going to bring up before that the dog thing happened. What was announced? Bam tried to give Kyrie a hug at the end of the game, and Miami
Right.
security.
Oh no, that's the NBA.
for real?
That's the
I didn't see
NBA
that.
now. The NBA has these security guards on the floor to prevent the passing of the jerseys, the dap ups from the other team and stuff. So when they tried to, Miami had beat them that game, and they tried to run on the court and like dap up, and the security people like jumped in like no, they were doing the jersey swap. So Kyrie had got Bam's jersey, but he didn't get a chance to get Bam his. So they next game, which was I think yesterday, they did it and like swapped jerseys and stuff. But they got NBA is
Kyrie did it on the low. Kyrie
right. He balled it up like real tight and like put it on his chest like right here and stuff. But it's funny what the NBA is trying to do because
Tuck that low.
yeah, exactly. He put it right in his chest like get that. I got you. I told you I was gonna get it.
Yeah, but
He's gonna get it.
it's just something I really
The jersey swap
understand.
thing is stupid as fuck to me because it's like, but you can still let them dap up. Like,
Nah,
Well,
but
dapping
the
up
whole,
is easier than jerseys. I guess
the
people
whole-
maybe there's sweat on it.
the whole thing I don't understand is right. They've been playing for 48 minutes next to each other, but they can't they can't have no contact after the game. Like that shit's stupid to me. Like,
Right. Yeah,
and, like we've been playing sway each other for 48 minutes. Like,
right. I see if it was a
we've been
player.
together.
Like I see if it was a player that was on the bench wasn't playing. They get on the court, the game over. John Wall been sitting the last Houston games. He get up and try like dab with the opposing team. Then they be like, yo, sit your ass down. But we've been on each other all day, sweating, body fluids have already passed.
If I intentional foul you, I hug you, right? Boom, stop you from grabbing, hug you up. How is that different from hugging you at the end of the game?
you act like I automatically got COVID at the end of the game. Like I did.
Yeah, I was saying Lakers game not too long ago. Somebody fouled Anthony Davis and put him in the Nelson. Like they were joking, but
Rudy Gay.
But Rudy Gay. But it's like they're that close.
Oh, I thought you said Rudy Gobert. I was like, this nigga, yo.
No, Rudy staying
Way too much, Rudy.
Staying low. But yeah, it's crazy that you can't do the jersey swap. But again, like you said, you're able to adapt.
Yeah, stupid.
You're this close. You've been playing with each other. Y'all on top of each other. It's a physical game. Like, what are you preventing that 2 seconds that we say, oh, bro, yeah, good game. Like, what?
Yeah, before and after the game, I automatically got COVID, but the game, I don't have COVID no more.
Right.
Yeah. Tom Brady kisses his players after the game.
Right. And at home, but that's his personal life. Also, and also in COVID, rest in peace to I don't want to mess up his name, but it's Sekou Smith. Sekou Smith. He's an NBA analyst for NBA TV, and he recently passed away due to COVID-19 complications, which is unfortunate. Again, we don't have the exact news on it, but I'm guessing he had COVID, and whatever happened during him having COVID, it unfortunately took his life. So we send our condolences to his family and friends and lost loved ones, and everybody at the NBA TV that had a relationship with this guy. I remember seeing him all the time, like all the time on NBA TV. So unfortunate. And he was a pretty young guy in his 40s, I believe, something like that. So still very young. Also, now this is the conspiracy. We lost a legend, MLB legend, Black legend, and Hank Aaron, like one of the greatest ball players, activists, just broke barriers for the color lines when it comes to sports and the MLB. So RIP to Hank Aaron first. But there are some conspiracies saying that he might have died due to him getting the vaccination. He allegedly passed away shortly after receiving the vaccination. They were saying that he was healthy before. He's an older man, but they were saying he was healthy prior. He got the vaccination, and shortly after, his health declined, and he passed.
Don't put that out there.
Again, I'm not putting out. That's what
it's a theory, right?
That's
so we're not saying that that's what it is. We're not saying that, but
I'm not saying that.
I mean, he was. I mean, how old was he?
It was 80. It was 80.
Yeah, he was
like
80
or some shit.
But I just in case it ain't true, I just kind the theories. I don't want to put that out. Dude just died. He passed.
Yeah, again.
Like I don't really want to put that.
He was 86.
86.
86. He lived a full life. But again, this is what's being reported. Like I said last week, it was the doctor who got it, who was supposed to be healthy, got the vaccination, and shortly after passed away. And they're saying, COVID complications and stuff. So they're trying to say that the vaccination. I have no proof of this. I'm pretty sure they have no proof of this. But these are the reports that's being made.
I mean, I think it's got to be a mixture of a lot of things, right? So it's like, we don't know what other kind of drugs he's on. I'm not saying that he's like on drugs, but like any kind of other medication, whether it's blood thinner medication or diabetes medication or anything, like any kind of prevention medicine. Of course, like they're going to counter-react, so you can't really just blame it on that. Although you want to put your conspiracy hat on and say that, and then you're going to scare people into not getting it. And unfortunately, I think we've talked about it a little bit, but we're all going to have to get the vaccination at some point anyway. And if we die, we die, and if we live, we live. But anyway,
you ain't traveling nowhere, bro.
You ain't going nowhere.
Again,
I put my own boat. We have sailing. Fuck it.
John gonna have to stay on Roosevelt Island. Roosevelt Island gonna be the only thing protested, right? Just John and Troy. It's gonna be Mad Max Fury Road up in John and Roosevelt Island.
John ain't gonna be able to get on the tram or nothing. They're gonna be like, yo, you can't get on the tram unless you.
It's gonna be the other one.
Nah, they do that. I'll be sick of it.
You can't get on the tram unless you have your vaccination. John gonna be stuck on the island for real. But
I'm telling you, they're gonna have to secede because the whole none of the islands gonna get vaccinated. The island gonna be like, fuck that.
It's gonna be John on the island.
John and Troy gonna be king.
From New
It's
York.
gonna be
Escape from
Danny McBride and what's his name? Danny McBride and who's the dancing dude? The dude from 21 Jump Street. Channing Tatum. It's gonna be Johnny and Channing Tatum, Danny McBride and Channing Tatum.
Oh wow!
From, this is the end.
This is the end.
John's gonna be holding on to Troy's leg.
Shit.
Wow. I love that movie. I love that movie. I walked too far. You can walk back. I've already walked far enough. I'm not walking back. But
bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Ooh, ooh. No, great movie. But yeah. But that's COVID in sports. Anything else? Did I miss anything, fellas?
Nah, that's it.
All right, so that's what we got in COVID. We're moving on, and in case you missed it, we're going to get into the conference championships, NFL, AFC, NFC. Wow.
Baby,
we got our Super Bowl locks and
plays, bro. Nah.
So, Eddie, kick us off, Dan.
Yeah, Ed, kick us off, Ed.
Yeah, why not? I'll do it. So obviously we had the Packers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Final score of that game was
Tell me, why the fuck do you not let Aaron Rodgers go for a forfeit entry?
We'll get there. Final 31-26. Thank you, John, for the assist. Yeah, I mean, a pretty fun and entertaining game that you saw from the beginning. I think, you know, and we can all have our takes later. I think we'll talk on this a lot more. But the Buccaneers defense played out of their mind. Questionable calls by Matt LaFleur and not going for it. You know, Rodgers was sacked 6 times. There was a fumble. Aaron Jones goes down in this game. You know, that set up the Buccaneers for a pretty good, you know, nice 8-yard pass for a touchdown that kind of almost put the game out of reach. But, you know, I think it really comes down to LaFleur's decision in going for the field goal and not going for the touchdown with Aaron Rodgers.
Even though I do blame Aaron Rodgers for not running the ball when he had.
Again, that's all semantics, and I think we can get to that. But you know, ultimately on the Buccaneers side of things too, shout out Todd Bowles, former Jets head coach. Obviously, much better as a defensive coordinator. Really, gave the Packers what they needed. And then another former defensive coordinator for the New York Jets, Mike Pettin, give him a little bit of a no-no. Obviously, King gets the blunt end of everything. You know, we saw him try to cover Mike Evans. We see him lose Scotty Miller. We see him get stuff down at the bottom underneath Leonard Fournette. So he had a pretty bad game. But, you know, I don't know about you guys. I know Johnny's going to probably give his roses to Brady. There's a few things I do want to talk about Brady too, but I'm going to give you the roses in this game specifically. Again, I understand that Brady got them there, but in this game specifically, I got to give it to Todd Bowles. I got to give it to that defense, the way that they played. They played out of their minds. Fun fact, Tom Brady has the same amount of NFC Championship game wins as Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers, and he's only been there for 1 year. Also, Tom Brady is number 4 on the list of NFC wins in the playoffs. Tom Brady didn't play in the NFC, so that all comes from the Super Bowl.
Damn.
He's got 9. Brady's got 9. He's number 4 on the list. I think Brett Favre has 14. Is the highest. I didn't look at the other guys, but again, for a guy who has not played in the conference, who's only played in the conference for 1 year, again, I will give him his roses. When it comes to that, has 9 wins. And obviously for Brady, this is his 10th Super Bowl in 20 years. This guy's having another Hall of Fame career. He's had 2 already. I think he's working on his 3rd if he decides he's not going to retire. John, I'm going to let you go ahead and go ahead. Suck his cock. Go ahead. And I'm like, go on about Go Brady, but I got some stats for Go Brady. But go ahead. I got some points about Go Brady.
You know, divisional, but he still haunts you. I know, Ed.
No, I'm just saying, like, I've heard nothing on everybody just giving Brady all the credit. Again, I didn't pull these stats out of my ass. I've been hearing it all day for the last 2 days, and I'm like, what's going on here?
You gotta give everyone the credit. The defense did what they were supposed to do, and Brady did what he was supposed to do. And when they do what they're supposed to do, and you combine it, you win. If you do, both parties do it. They both, because obviously Tom Brady did throw the 3 picks, yes,
in a row.
But he did put up them 3 touchdowns to give the Buccaneers that lead.
And the receivers made a lot of tough catches that were bad catches that they made.
So I think it was in the in the 3rd series of that.
One of the things was the Buccaneers.
Chris Godwin caught a ball that only went 20 yards. He took that for 53, capped it off with a Leonard Fournette touchdown. That was the 3rd play of the series. That only took 4 plays for them to do. Everybody balled out for them. Everybody.
You heard, but one play, at one of Tom Brady's picks, he did throw and hit the receiver in his hand.
Yeah, it was a tip ball. I will say that. But the second 2, I mean, again, we're having a different conversation.
That was a drive killer. They was moving.
I'm saying we're having a different conversation if the Packers, again, and we'll talk about their questionable decision on kicking the field goal with, Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, but you have your GOAT in Aaron Rodgers, right? I mean, Aaron Rodgers, athletic, but why aren't you going for it? It's 4th and goal. What's the worst case scenario? You pin them back. You're gonna make them go the length of the field. This guy just threw 3 picks in a row. He's not gonna throw the ball down the field.
I don't feel like that was deliberate. I feel like that was what's this guy?
That was pussy.
That was
LaFleur's pussy
himself, and that was also like. I hate to say it, but I feel like that was the bad man not stepping up because the bad man could have looked at the.
He could have said
cameras on him and been like,
Aaron Rodgers got that catch.
Get out of here! Like,
right.
Did that.
Yeah, and again, that's.
And I would have loved that. I would have loved to have seen that and him score that, and they go on to win the game, and there'd be controversy about they're not working well together, but they be in the chip.
And again, LaFleur is a rookie coach, right?
Nah,
he's second year.
Second year. A big moment for him where right. That's what I'm saying. Big game. He nutted, and even Aaron was saying like, yo, I thought I had 4 downs. Like in the sense of we was gonna go for this shit, 4 downs. Like no question.
And again,
so
what LaFleur said that he let Aaron call 3rd down, and I think Aaron would not have called that play on 3rd down had he known he was gonna they were gonna kick it.
Right.
He had known that it was 4 down territory. He was gonna go again, or like he's like, hey, if you don't convert this 3rd down, we're gonna kick it. I think he would have called a different play.
Right.
Yeah, and again for LaFleur, all you got to do is blame it on Rodgers. Look, if they score, take all the credit.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I'm Mike LaFleur, the Packers score, good. Aaron Rodgers made the call, but I'm taking the credit. Fuck yeah. If we fuck up, hey, that was on Aaron. That wasn't on me. That was on Aaron. So it's a win-win for you, bro. Like,
but and again, that's when it's a nut on both sides because again, Aaron thought he had 4 downs, but you, Aaron Rodgers, you can tell this motherfucker if you see what he calling, what the fuck is you talking about? We going for this shit. I'ma die with this. We gonna live and die with this moment. Like
he could have told him in his mic'd up headset.
Right.
Yep. Could have looked at the sideline and been like, nah. And me coming out as a kicking team?
Could have given him a shut the fuck up.
Whoever's the leader team, I'd have looked at him and been
talking about.
To all of y'all, I'd have been like, nah. He said no.
Yeah.
If I was Aaron, I would find the leader of the kicking team and tell him, sit y'all down, sit down.
He be like,
then I would have been like, okay, cool.
But maybe Rodgers didn't take that route due to his somewhat bad rep with coaches.
Fuck that. Though,
I mean,
this is the closest he's gonna get. If he don't retire, not everybody's getting as lucky as Brady out here. What team can he go to that might have a chance?
We're going to talk about it a little bit later.
Yeah.
In Bag of the Trash it on Aaron Rodgers' future, but I do think this could have been the last time we see him in that color. To the where? Matthew Stafford's going where?
Indianapolis.
Okay, that'd be like that.
Colts. He could go. He could go play for. He could go take Big Ben's spot because.
No.
That's a good team.
He's gonna do what he has to do. What he's been having to do the whole time in Detroit. Throw the ball too fucking much. He needs to go to the Colts, who has a run game.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about Aaron.
Stafford.
I think me and John are talking about Aaron. He's talking about Matthew Stafford.
Oh, Rodgers could go to Pittsburgh for sure.
All right, but again,
Kev did bring it up. Matthew Stafford is a free agent. I think we can talk about that a little bit later.
We'll talk about the honorable mentions.
Yeah. And then so I guess is there anything else to say on the Bucs side? I mean, for me, there was those 3 picks. Oh, Durant's gone. There were those 3 picks that he threw. And then once after they threw those picks, they kind of really just went to the run game. Except for that one quick short pass to Gronk. They went for 27 yards. Again, call it controversy, call it whatever you want. It was clearly a hold, but it was clearly a pass interference. But there was a big flop. I mean, he was just tugging on his jersey. It's not like he tossed them. Right? We're talking about the last play on the flag that came.
The only thing I don't like, the flag was super late, and then they haven't been calling nothing all game. Where it's
all game, exactly. Like call it even. You know, it's the same thing we argue with baseball with balls and strikes. It's like, hey, if you're gonna call it there, guess what? I'm gonna throw it there,
bro. But you gotta get past that only because the mistake is not making the calls all game and then making it at the end. Not the
if you're telling me
not making them all day.
The pass interference on Alan Lazard was, I mean, he was literally breaking his arm. You don't call that. You know, and that was the big play for me. Obviously, Drew brought up Aaron Rodgers had an open lane and then threw across his body, which was silly. But again, you don't see that in the heat of the moment. It is a playoff game, so it is tough. But you know, and to me, like, and with this too, the Buccaneers become the first team to host the Super Bowl in their home again.
This shit was set up. This shit, right? This would happen, but this would happen.
And Goodell was there.
Like, this would happen.
Goodell was there. And him and Brady supposedly hate each other from Deflategate, but turns out Brady gets suspended for 4 fucking weeks, goes to Italy, slaps on Giselle's fucking butt, comes back, and then fucking wins a Super Bowl. They hate each other, but put your conspiracy hats on if you want.
Now, Brady,
I believe they fucking Goodell called that in.
No, it's really crazy that it would happen with Tom Brady, be the first team to host the Super Bowl.
Of course, they're going to give him everything. They're going to give him everything he
wants. Also,
it's the privilege of being
him and LeBron. Him and LeBron is tied for most championship appearances. I think they both have 10 apiece.
So I said he's so half of his career, Tom Brady has been in the Super Bowl. He's been playing for 20 years in the NFL. He's gone to 10 Super Bowls.
And LeBron's been to
fucking crazy.
10 NBA finals. So they the top of that. Only thing is Brady's won more of his, but they both share that in their GOAT status. Anything else from this game? Drew, you got anything?
I was about to say because even though you say it's in the heat of the moment, that third down was on Rodgers because they break up. You see wide daylight. You're 8 yards. You can at least you're a mobile quarterback. You can run for that. Like I honestly believe that's on him. That is on Aaron Rodgers for not taking that opportunity. I agree with you. In the next down, the fucking Matt LaFleur totally fucked up by not going for 4th and 8th. But definitely you gotta blame Rodgers for not running on in the third down. But that's just me.
Yeah, and he missed Devontae on one time he was in the red zone on 3 different plays.
Yeah, he threw him out of bounds.
Yeah, threw him out of bounds. One would have been a touchdown when he threw it across the chest.
And not a lot of Devontae this game.
Yeah,
not a lot of them. And to me, I think they were trying to force it to him because he was their leader, because Aaron Jones goes down, because he found Toyin in the end zone. Robert Toyin, I can never say his last name, Tanyan, whatever. But found him in the end zone. But again, keep throwing it to him. But Marquez Valdez-Scantling obviously, has a big problem with dropping, and so does Alan Lazard. But give these guys the ball a little bit more. You can't just don't stop staring down Adams. They know that that's your fucking guy.
Right.
They know that that's the guy you're linking up. If you and again, we're gonna go to the Chiefs game, and again, I think it's a little unfair because their weapons are way, way better. But you see what these guys do. They're clearly doubling Kelsey. They're clearly doubling Hill. But when they're in zone, Kelsey's just sitting in the flat. And I'm gonna have to actually pull up Kelsey's stats that game too. But again, it's they're open guys when the defenses are playing zone, especially a defense that has been balling out all game. Yeah, I had Alexa connected to my phone. Sorry. Again, it's fine. Other guys, you do have playmakers on your team. They got you this far. You were the number 1 seed in the NFC. And why they reverted back and didn't go to what they've been doing, they got them there, kind of pissed me off. And again, that's play calling. That's on Aaron Rodgers. But again, my roses to Todd Bowles and that defense.
Defense played that secondary played really well.
Again, they sacked Rodgers 5 times. They picked him off twice, and they literally murdered Aaron Jones with a fumble that again led to an 8-yard touchdown to Cameron Brate. Was it, John? He threw it to.
Who?
An 8-yard touchdown pass.
Right. Brate.
Yeah, it was Cameron Brate, right? Yeah.
It should that was the one that should have went to Devontae, but he dropped the back shoulder.
Right.
So next up, we got the Buffalo Bills at Kansas City.
Now,
for
Eddie,
the Buffalo Bills.
Before you get into it, I just want to be honest. I was watching 90 Day Fiancé. I was not watching the game. Okay, go.
Oh, really? Okay, so okay,
that's disrespect.
Damn, son. What? So hold on.
That was a good
Since
game
we're being
too.
honest with each other, did you think that the Bills were just gonna lose that game? Were you just counting them out, or?
Yeah, I just knew I honestly knew the Chiefs was gonna win, so I was just like, no need for me.
Yeah, you heard Mahomes was coming back, and that was it.
Yeah, it was just
like. It was a good game until it wasn't.
Listen. I told you to beat the Chiefs. They need to put the All Madden squad. All Madden team 10 points, and I might have a chance.
And again, once Tampa beat Green Bay, I was done. So I was like, my football done for the day.
So we'll talk about the Chiefs. Look, here's the thing. I think we can go on and on about it. It's not fair. It's not fair. These guys are too good. Too fast. Mahomes is concussion, turf toe, whatever it is, dislocated kneecap. Can we talk about something real quick? Patrick Mahomes has been a starter for 3 years in the NFL.
Yeah.
Arguably, he could be. This could have been his third Super Bowl, and if they win, this could have been his third Super Bowl in a row. Again, if it wasn't for some stupid ass fucking offsides play, they are there.
This could have been their third trip.
I want to publicly apologize to the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. I'm sorry I doubted you. I'm sorry I bought into the Bills hype. I'm sorry I bought into the Aaron Rodgers hype. I wanted it for him. Patrick's going to be doing this forever. But I thought this could have been it for him. And the Chiefs are just really, really good. And again, I think we talked about it a little bit before, that they're just, again, they're unstoppable. It's almost like not fair. So real quick, summarizing the game a little bit. So the Bills punt to the Chiefs in the first quarter. Macaulay Hardman fumbles the ball. They pick it up, score a touchdown. Right, this kid now is deflated. Now he's clearly the fifth option on that offense. But to boost his confidence, what do they do? What does Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy and Pat Mahomes do?
The fourth option, but okay.
The fourth option, but again, there's still Tyreek Hill that you want to get the ball to. There's still Clyde Edwards-Helaire you want to get the ball to. There's still Patrick Mahomes who can run when he wants. And there's Travis Kelce. So, they're not really looking for him. They don't really need to look for him. I mean, he is fast. I mean, there's a reason why he's the punt returner. So they get him the ball real quick. He gets a 3-yard touchdown on a screen run. And then honestly sets up a huge play in the second quarter on a 50-yard, again, screen run where he just fucking books it for another 50 yards. And then ended up, he got that touchdown. So he played really well. It's amazing seeing him, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Pat Mahomes, and then you see like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He looks like he's the slowest guy on that team. Like he doesn't look like he can run. But for the Bills, again, questionable decisions by Sean McDermott on kicking field goals. On fourth down, again, you were right there. Like you're gonna pin them back. Like the Chiefs are gonna get the ball back at the second half. They're probably gonna go down. They're probably gonna score. Luckily for the Bills at the time, they only got the field goal. But again, once you saw how that game was going, it got a little out of control. Credit to the defense. Kenny Clark played out of his mind. They really wrapped up Josh Allen. And for them, though, if I'm a Bills fan, they are in the AFC East, and I feel like I should hate them, but I don't. I think I'm on record saying I never hated the Bills. They were always like a joke to me, and now they're actually good. So it's like, hey, good for you guys. But I don't hate them as much as I hate the Patriots or the Dolphins. Yeah, and again, and for them, this was house money. I think they saw them I think the expectations for Bills fans were, hey, let's just win the AFC East. Let's win a playoff game. That'd be pretty cool.
No, I feel bad for Bills fans, man.
I don't think they had the aspirations to go to the Super Bowl.
There's no need to feel bad because they had no chance.
I think the Bills remind me a lot of no offense, Ed, the Jets, in the sense of they're a beat down organization. They are underdog. So when they do get in positions like this, I think Bills fans, again, in football, other than Brady, is the only motherfucker that, and now Pat Mahomes, that we like, okay, yeah, they might be there again. So for Bills fans for Bills Mafia to finally get to this point, as a fan, I know if I was a Bills fan, I'd be like, yo, we got to do this shit now because our history tells us that this shit ain't gonna happen. No,
but how shitty would it have been for them? Like, look, let's just say hypothetically the Jets were in this situation. I'm saying it as an AFC East fan, right? Let's say the Jets were in this situation. We beat the Chiefs. Holy shit, we beat the fucking Chiefs.
Yeah, getting the
you mean to tell me I gotta go down to fucking Tampa Bay and go see Tom Brady? Are you fucking kidding me?
Getting the floor
the anxiety that I would feel, like I thought I got rid of him, and now I gotta see him in the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
If the Bills had won, they would have had the floor swept with them in Tampa.
Listen,
100%.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. If the Bills would have beat the Chiefs, I would have had the Bills winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I agree.
I
almost convinced myself that the Bills would beat the Packers. I almost convinced myself. I didn't.
No, I don't think they would have beat anybody coming out the NFC, unfortunately.
No,
but
if they beat Pat Mahomes, that's it. You beat him, it's like you won the Super Bowl already. You just gotta.
Yeah, I mean, in a sense, yeah, you beat Pat Mahomes. Yes, you did. Right, you right.
Cool.
If you beat Pat Mahomes,
you gotta go play this Pro Bowl game for
right. Yes, you did. Right, you did beat. You won the Super Bowl. Ain't nobody can take this from you. You beat the Chiefs and Pat Mahomes. But that
don't work like that.
But going to Florida, whoever they was going against, I don't think they would have had enough to do it 2 times. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would have given them a great chance, but
yeah,
I would have given them a great chance.
To me, the only silver lining to the Bills Mafia is their division is ass, and just a little bit more, they can get their Stephon.
They got their quarterback. They have their
receiver. Quarterback. They got Stephon Diggs.
They need a running back because fucking TJ Yeldon was out there. I guess
TJ Yeldon because
work out. Or not Singletary. What's his name?
What
the fuck is that kid's name? That's his name? Okay, yeah, it is Singletary. It is Singletary.
But TJ Yeldon is a dual running receiving back, so they wanted to get him in there. But again,
right, but he's no good.
Yeah, but he's really ain't that good. So
hasn't been good in a while.
They need to get a real solid running back and get him. John Brown ain't really did shit this year, so they need to get another receiving piece. Get John Brown ain't shit. He ain't really do nothing.
Well, Belize had a good game. As good as he can be as a slot guy. But yeah, I mean, again, and I just quickly on Mahomes, because and it's amazing that we're like actually getting to see this. I think for Tom Brady's like full era. I mean, we were very, very young when the Jets knocked out Drew Bledsoe and the dynasty started. We were young, we can pretend that we were, like as big of a fans as we are today, but we weren't. But it's pretty amazing watching this guy like develop and like seeing how well he's doing. Again, this could be his 3rd Super Bowl in his 3rd year as a starter. I mean, the kid could literally make a throw accurately, for a 40-yard pass accurately.
Bro could be
whilst jumping in the air.
Bro could be
whilst jumping in the air.
I mean, right now, bro.
He is so acrobatic. And again, I just want to quickly touch on Eric Bieniemy. He still does not have a job because we are going to get to honorable mentions next. And the whole Deshaun Watson thing, what's going on with him? Obviously, Deshaun wants to play with Eric Bieniemy, and now Deshaun's saying he doesn't care if they hire Bieniemy. He wants out of Houston. We'll get to that in honorable mentions. But I think there's a big reason why I don't think he wants to coach anywhere else. I think he's waiting for Reed to retire, and he's going to take over that team. Because why wouldn't you? I wouldn't want to fucking leave. You kidding me?
Well, yeah, at this point, I think
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not saying now, but if Andy retires in 2 years, I still have Patrick Mahomes for 15 years.
Yeah,
the way that the league is going.
Is Andy Reid go retire in 2 years? I think Andy Reid's going to be there for
even if Andy Reid retires in 5 years, you still have Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback for 10 years.
Bro, Andy Reid going to have to
the right job.
If I get a shot to coach my team,
hold off on it until he gets that Tuesday.
But again, why would you want to go coach? Again, no offense to Deshaun Watson, no offense to let's say Matthew Stafford stays, or where's there a vacancy? Let's say Matthew Stafford goes to Houston. You know, no offense to Matthew Stafford. You know, like no offense to any good quarterback. Let's say the Cowboys decide they're going to fire Mike McCarthy and Dak signs. It's like no offense to Dak. But if I'm Eric Bieniemy, fuck that. I want Patrick Mahomes. I'll wait as long as I have to. Look what Josh McDaniels is doing, right? Like he got the job in Indy a few years back, and then like the next day he was like, "Yeah, fuck that, I'm out." And it's clear that he's just waiting for Bill to retire so he can take over the Patriots.
Bro, nobody's signing to Houston if Deshaun gets traded or when he gets traded.
Well, I mean, some B coach will sign, yeah, for sure.
No, I'm saying no quarterback is getting signed there. No quarterback that's free agent is signing.
Yeah.
And also, I was in high school when Patriots won their first one 0-2, so I was old enough to witness it. So
you were in high school? Oh, that's right. You're an old man.
So I was a freshman in high school playing.
First one was what? 04?
02. 02, I believe.
No, 02 was the Bucks. 02 was the Bucks.
01. The first one was 01.
Oh, the real first one. Yeah, so I was 11 years old.
Yeah, it was the 01-02 season, right? It was the 01-02 season.
Me and Kev didn't even know each other.
Warren Sapp.
No, the Bucks won the 02-03. That's right. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 02-03. Yeah. That was the Warren Sapp, baby.
We had the conversation. The tuck rule was what? That was
that's what started the dynasty. Yeah. That's right. You know, but I always call the Bucks win the 02 season. Yeah, so I guess I would call the 01 season the
Right.
I mean, technically,
right. It is.
I'm calling this season the 2020 season.
Right.
Yeah, this is the 2020 season.
Right. They won in 02, but it was the 01 season.
It just 01
Super
season.
Bowl,
Yeah.
right? The Super Bowl happens in February of 02.
To be close to 40.
Yo, you're mad old, bro.
Wrong. I'm not close to being.
And Kev's the baby.
Y'all niggas ain't too far behind me. But
Kev just turned 28 or whatever.
Oh, well.
Something like that. Anyway, honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
Wait. Real quick. Early predictions.
Oh, yeah, we got to make our Super Bowl pick.
Early. No, not yet.
Early predictions, because we're going to get in the next episode when we do our pick'ems. But early prediction, throw it out there. Go ahead. And y'all got to say a score. Now, y'all got to do a score.
On the count of three?
I say a score?
On the count of three or no?
No.
No?
No.
All right, I'm going to go first.
Score on the count of three.
That's what I said.
I'm going to go the winner, and then we can do the score.
All right, DQ.
Everybody go.
DQ. Super Bowl. Who you got?
I said the Bucks.
Packers. Buccaneers. Buccaneers, Chiefs, and what's the score? What score you got?
It's in Tampa Bay, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's in Tampa.
Are there fans allowed in the arena?
Yeah.
Of course there is.
Florida.
It's Florida.
Unsafe amount of fans will be allowed in there.
That shit gonna be jumping.
No doubt.
It's the weekend and host from the halftime show.
Nigga, what that got to do with who gonna win?
It does matter.
The weekend has the halftime show. Hey, do you guys want to go?
No.
Yeah, we out.
What?
Let's go.
Go to Tampa Bay? I mean,
I'm gonna have to go with.
Yeah, I'll go. Fuck it.
As much as I will. As I want
to Tampa. Watch this.
I gotta go with the Chiefs. I'm sorry.
Chiefs, and what you got? What's the score?
Don't apologize.
It's gonna be a high scoring game though. I'm gonna go.
There's no early spreads right now. So.
Nah, they got the Chiefs by 4, 3.5.
By 4? They got an over under set yet or no?
I didn't see that. I just seen
right now.
Spread, yeah.
Whatever number times 7 goes into 40, that number to 21.
Okay. Whatever the fuck DQ's talking about.
I couldn't do the math in my head.
You got it 42-21.
42-21 Chiefs. Kev, what you got?
Thanks.
I got what should be like the culmination of like 3 Super Bowls in a row dynasty. So I got the Chiefs winning. And if I had to put something on it, I'm definitely going to say 38. I was thinking 38. 28, but I'm gonna say 38-31.
All right, Ed, what you got?
Touchdown win. Tie game.
Ready?
Game on the line.
Ready?
Pat Mahomes, final drive. 38-31.
Final score 28-24 Chiefs overtime.
That'd be dope too.
Okay.
Oh, and Buffalo Wild Wings is giving out free wings if the game goes to overtime.
That's amazing. Okay. They don't pay us.
What?
Right. All right.
Well,
I mean, Drew, who you got?
I got the Chiefs. It's gonna be 31-28. I'm 31 to 28.
All right,
31-28.
John, who you got?
I got the Chiefs score 37-27.
All right, and I got Tampa Bay, even though I don't
wow.
I got Tampa Bay 28-35.
You really hate the Chiefs, man.
I know it ain't. No, I don't really hate the Chiefs. I don't really hate the Chiefs. I got $50 on this, so I got 28-35. That's what.
Who you bet $50
I forgot.
with?
Me.
So,
yo, bet me a 50 right now, straight up.
Nah, he's only. The only reason why I made a bet with John was so I can get out of our bet because I was not sure.
Either way, somebody's paying me $50.
Dev ain't trying to lose $100.
Revert to the messages. You see the message there? All right, that's what it is. Now, we moving on in case you missed. We're going to get to the honorable mention. We started off with the NBA recap. All right, fellas. It's been a week of the NBA since last time we did our episode. Any highlights? I always go to the basketball heads first. Drew, DQ, Johnny, any highlights or lowlights from last week in basketball that people should be aware of?
I mean, the highlight game I'm thinking about off top is just how the Brooklyn Nets and Cavs game. That was sick. That went to double overtime, but motherfucking Brooklyn shit that.
Yeah, Colin Sexton cooked 2 games. Put up 40 the first game and then like 28 the second game, but 2 wins in Cleveland.
And also the Miami Heat and Brooklyn Nets game. Brooklyn Net overcomes Bam Adebayo's game high 40. It was 46.
Yeah.
Bam Adebayo high.
All right, DQ. Any highlights or lowlights from last week in basketball?
There's only one. That's the Knicks beating the fucking Warriors, surprisingly.
I mean, that's not a surprise. I see the Knicks playing. The Knicks been playing pretty good.
Yeah, that was mine. I was gonna say the same shit DQ said.
The Knicks
I thought they was gonna lose. I thought there was gonna be a game.
Knicks is also beating the fucking bricks off of Utah right now too.
Right.
So we back mixtape, baby. I'm buying in, by the way.
And again, Utah is people are now calling Utah the second best team in the West, but New York is cooking them, man.
Yeah.
Austin Rivers is cooking right now.
I know. I should have jinxed it. You're right.
So, and again, it's the
last time I bought in was 2015, and it was the worst heartbreak of my life.
But again, it's the Tibbs effect, man. That's my guy. I'm telling you, he come in, he structured, play that D, man.
Nah, he's known this. Hungry players in the Knicks that's willing to buy into his toughness.
Right. And again, right, you don't have none of these players. The good thing about it is because a lot of these players is they're not like the superstar players, so like they don't have the egos, so they buy into his play style. Whereas other teams he can coach, you got players and diva players or players that think they the shit, and they don't want to buy into playing defense, which is fucking a part of the game. Everybody want to score, but he knows you can get scores off playing defense. Yeah, so I definitely like what I see from the Knicks right now. Johnny, any highlights?
I don't know if I said it on air, but Quickly's my guy. I don't know if I said it on air, but I might have said it awfully. Quickly, Emmanuel Quickly.
Oh yeah. You did say that off there. John, any highlights?
The highlight of the week. It was a few good games, but the highlight of the week was a reporter from Houston yesterday. Well, yesterday came out, and he called James Harden a bitch and a punk ass. And
now, why you call him a bitch?
Basically, because Harden was definitely talking about. Give me 1 second. There was a quote from another reporter. Harden had told another reporter, I was in a role for 8 years, controlling the ball, dominating the ball. Now it's a different experience for me, but it's still great. It's still basketball at the end of the day. I'm lucky to be able to do more than just one thing on the basketball court. It's fun. That was his quote, basically saying he took a little shot at Houston. It wasn't crazy.
I had to do everything. Now I feel like I don't have to do everything.
I do it, but then this Houston reporter said in response to that tweet was like, bitch, you wanted that role. You know why it's great for you now. At Harden, because you'll have at KD to bail you out when you inevitably can't cook postseason.
He added him too? Oh,
yeah, both of them. You know it. Everyone knows it. Everyone's suddenly riding your jock now. That
count if you don't add him.
And then he had another one after that. Then he said, I still find it funny that people are genuinely surprised I'm dunking on Harden after I defended him 24/7 for so long. Like, did anyone watch or listen to what the punk ass did and said on his way out of town? And now he's a national media darling. Get on my level of anger. So he's salty about Harden leaving Houston.
I respect. Look, I respect. Jay-Z said it best. If it ain't directed directly at me, I don't respect it. He at James Harden. He at KD. Let him know, I ain't saying I'm just not gonna write James Harden. No, I'm gonna at you and let you know I got it's smoke. So whenever you in Houston, whenever you're around the way, it's smoke. This guy works for he's a reporter, but who do he work for? Like, what organization is he working for? Do you know?
Not like the Houston Herald or whatever. Definitely not. He get fired right away. Calling people.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I think it was the Houston Chronicle. I was looking at his Twitter.
Really?
I think he covers the Astros and he covers the Rockets.
Really?
Those are the two teams he covers.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the Chronicle was like, yeah, he is a bitch.
Right, exactly.
If he worked for me, he not losing his job. So good.
No,
hell no.
I bet because
but PC culture, you can't be out here calling grown men bitches. That's man misogynistic. First of all, we can't be calling men bitches.
That's exactly what we call grown men.
Right now.
You can't be calling men women. It's not right. It's not socially right. Okay.
Yo, you gotta mute Ed. He about to fuck up.
Please.
Nah,
I'm fucking up.
Too, Dad.
He good.
I'm fucking up.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Demasculating men is not the right way to.
That's some low key subliminal wild shit.
He works for a radio show called Sports Talk 790. It's a flagship of the Rockets and the Astros. So the Astros and the Rockets.
Oh, that's crazy.
Gotta get hand, but
so he works for a radio. You guys work for a radio station.
What else y'all got in honorable mention? Now we did discuss on.
I'm not gonna lie, I found that shit funny. He took it a little too far, but I found that shit funny. I read that. I'm like, yo, nah, he's wild for that.
Now we briefly discussed it. Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Our party.
Detroit Lions got a new coach, by the way.
They got a new
coach. Take on that, right?
Yeah. So in regards to Matthew Stafford, where do you see him landing? Where would be the perfect spot for Matthew?
Anywhere but New England.
Cam said the Colts.
Perfect landing spot for him right now is the Colts. They got
the Steelers
everything that they need in place for the run game to help him stabilize and do what he needs to do. New England would be the worst, best, ideal place for him to go, but that's not gonna happen unless they get what picks does New England have this year? They got a decent pick this year, right? Unless they get
I will find out.
No,
I'm sure they're in the teens.
I don't
or
know.
even if they have one.
The Colts, between the few weapons that they have on offense, like Pascal, you got T.Y. still in the backs, and the defense, that's the best option for him.
Right. All right. Also, that's a great fit. I don't really see the Pats Stafford going together. I just don't like that look.
And the Steelers aren't gonna go for him either.
I mean, honestly, Bill Belichick before he got Cam Newton, they were thinking about taking on Matthew Stafford. That was the rumor going on. Yeah. So it might come to that.
We'll see. But also, Aaron Rodgers, he won a new deal now. There was there was conversation in regards to early in the season. We pretty much felt like this was his last year. This was his last year, at least with Green Bay.
But New England has number 15.
But recently, he said that he wants a new deal. There's been talks about him leaving, but now he's saying he wants a new deal with Green Bay. What would you guys suggest? Aaron do? Get out of town?
Get out of there.
Not leaving.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
No, he's not leaving, bro. He's staying in Green Bay, just where he's at.
I mean,
they go kiss and make up. He's staying in Green Bay where he's at.
I want him to do a Brett Favre. I want him to go.
I told you go to Cali, go to Niners.
Yeah, no. That's where I want him to end up. I want him to do the Brett Favre. I want him to go to I don't want him to go to the Jets. Don't do that. But go to
the Jags and cook.
No, the Jags are gonna get Trevor Lawrence. So go to the Giants, right? Maybe show your dick to a couple of reporters over there, get in trouble, get out of there, go to San Fran, and then win a couple of NFC championships.
Well, the Brett Favre thing is you go to the AFC East, which would be the Jets, and then you go back to your division. That would be the Vikings. So that would be
honestly, if he was going to go to an NFC North team, I'd rather him go to Family's going to love this. We're going to hate it. The Bears. No, the Bears.
Okay. Bro, if he goes, let's say if he goes to the Jags, right, and the Jets, get Deshaun, who's getting Trevor?
I guess Atlanta.
No, Texans, bro. They're gonna take your second pick, dickhead.
Oh well, yeah, they would take our pick. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm trying to think of who would be there. Yeah, whatever. They fuck him up too, though. Oh, that'd be perfect. I like Kev's scenario. I like it a lot because it gets me Deshaun Watson. Oh, speaking of Deshaun Watson, he does not want to sign to Houston regardless of who they coach. I think I talked about this a little bit briefly. Yeah. But the biggest thing he said was he doesn't want to go to Miami. He'd prefer the Jets because he loves Robert Saleh. So
he said Miami the Jets.
Look, but he prefers the Jets over Miami. I'm not fully buying into this idea, but if it does happen, we talked about this off air. Kenny Galladay is a free agent.
I didn't know
Godwin's a free agent. Allen Robertson's a free agent. I'm just saying. I'm not buying in yet. I don't want to get my heart broken.
Crazy like that.
I'm not getting my heart broken.
Yo, Trevor Lawrence on the Texans with Kenny Galladay, that'd be lit.
No, Kenny Galladay, Deshaun Watson, Allen Robertson, Denzel Mims.
That's crazy.
That'll be word.
That's crazy, but don't get your hopes up too high.
I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not crazy.
Congratulations to the Washington football team. They have a new GM. He's a black man in Washington, holding it down. Martin Matthew. So shout out to them. They got rid of the creepy pedophile man, rape man, or whatever you want to call sexual offender man. So they trying to change the coach over there in Washington. So hopefully, again, that's what.
Speaking of the Washington football team, Dwayne Haskins signs to the Steelers. I saw that. I don't remember when that was, but
that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about it though.
No, we didn't. I recently saw it too.
Because who cares?
It was after the pod, I believe. It happened after the pod.
No, that shit happened before last pod.
But it happened after the last pod, is what you're saying. Mm-hmm. So we never covered it. Last thing in the NFL, unless we have anything else.
Y'all got something else? No. Talk about Conor McGregor.
Well, Pro Bowl's happening this weekend. Who cares? Conor McGregor. Let's go.
Conor McGregor got knocked out.
Somebody got to tell me on that one because I missed that.
He got some hot sauce too. That was nice. So the way. So how do we see Conor now, guys? Like, I mean, like now he's not that brash guy who's cocky, confident, talking mad shit, you know, selling fights the way he used to.
Go to jail once.
Asking for a hot sauce.
Yo, he was very.
What's next for Conor? He's not fighting Khabib.
I don't like this Conor. Actually, I don't like nice guy Conor.
Khabib tweeted something like, "This is what happens when you switch up your
right,
yeah, exactly. That's what happened."
Something like, "Those is fighting words. Come see me in the ring."
Right.
Okay, let's go. They're setting it up, and Khabib's gonna break his face again.
Look, man, I don't like this new Conor. I don't like this.
I don't know. I seen on the Blit, it says that Conor's working on a rematch with Poirier in like April or May.
Yeah, they'll do a third.
And then go see where he fights. So that's probably.
And again, congratulations to Poirier for the win. But again, I don't like this nice guy Conor. If you're gonna be this guy, I suggest you go and join the Fast series, because that's what usually these athletes do. Once they get washed up, they go join Vin Diesel and the rest of the crew and The Rock now. They go make Fast 11.
Fast 10. 10. 9
well,
coming out
10,
now.
Right.
It'll
so
be in the 10.
I feel like 9 and 10 is already made. So he
you saying that?
Left.
You wait. You mean to tell me The Rock is washed?
How he washed the best they got?
You trying to tell me Jason Statham is washed?
Yeah, they washed.
You gonna look me dead in my eyes and tell me Tyrese is washed?
Tyrese is proud of his wife still.
All in washed. And,
Michelle Rodriguez is washed.
Luda ain't washed.
Yo, hold on, man. Yo, me and Sabrina were just talking about Michelle Rodriguez the other day, right? So she goes from
she dies in all her movies.
She goes from a roundaway girl in the first movie to a fucking mixed martial artist in every other movie. Like, she in there elbow moves, karate moves. Like, bitch, when you learn all this?
Yeah. When did Vin Diesel learn all that?
Bro, Michelle
By that argument.
But again,
John Cena's his brother in
all of them learn all that shit. They're not trained nothing.
No, pause. Vin Diesel a big ass.
I love how it went from a drag racing movie to, hey, we're international criminals and we beat up bad guys. Like,
hey, Kev, you about to talk about girl fight. You about to talk about girl fight. With,
no, I'm not about to talk about girl fight. That movie is old and it's a good movie. It's decent at least, but bro, the movie, no, bro. I watched a bad Michelle Rodriguez movie, and not bad in a good way, bro. She played
Resident Evil,
a rogue assassin that got kidnapped. They made her into a man, and they put her in a hotel. Like,
what? Oh, I heard about that. I didn't watch it.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Hey, spoil. I bet you I can spoil the movie without even watching the movie. She dies at the end of the movie.
Bro, they made her transgender. And she had to try and earn her.
Michelle Rodriguez dies in every movie she's in. Every single fucking movie she's ever been in.
All I'm saying, I just remember
Avatar, fucking what's that? Resident Evil. She died in that. She died in San Andreas. She died in Fast and the Furious, but she came back. She dies in everything she's in.
She didn't die in SWAT. SWAT was fire, bro.
She didn't die in SWAT. That's the one exception, but she dies in all her movies.
SWAT was fire.
She didn't die in the first Fast movie.
She died in the third or whatever it was.
Right.
She came back.
She died in the fourth, technically the third.
The fourth.
All
yeah,
I'm
but Tokyo Drift counts,
She went from a roundaway girl that loved cars to a full mixed martial artist. That's all I'm saying. But again,
cool. Where are we?
All of them is crazy.
We was talking about Conor. We was at Conor, but we got into.
We're at Conor. Okay, we got lost. We got sidetracked.
Joined the Fast series, but
yes.
No. Conor's gonna fight.
Yeah, he might, go to WWE route.
Or go to WWE.
For that.
Hello. Again, that's the fast. That's the fast transition. Duh. WWE next.
Yeah.
John Cena's
Ronda Rousey did it. Ronda Rousey was in that one, and then she ended up in the WWE. So
the dude with the orange, he had the red hair. He got killed by Dom.
Sheamus.
Sheamus.
He was the white boy.
He was one. I just know he's a WWE.
Turtles.
Milk.
No.
Ninja Turtles.
And it's one of them in the last WWE. I mean, in the last Fast, he got his neck broke by Vin Diesel. I don't know his name because I don't watch WWE, but I know he's a wrestler. All I'm saying is that's what's next.
Roman Reigns was in the last one.
Well, that's the
okay. Yeah, where are we?
That's the Hobbs and Shaw movie.
Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah, where are we?
Okay, but
trash.
Just to bring it back, speaking of Conor, now the kid Jake Paul, of course that fight's not gonna happen, but he's got a fight coming up.
Yeah, but he's
a former.
He's trying.
So
Jake's really trying.
Jake Paul, he's got a fight coming up against a former UFC fighter in Ben Askren, I believe that's his name. So they coming up, trailer fight coming up soon. He was a former UFC champ, but he's doing the boxing now. Ben Askren, he's going to be fighting Jake Paul. So will be Jake Paul's first official fight against an actual fighter. So he fought.
Not a real boxer.
No, he's not a real boxer, but boxing is a part of the UFC. Yes, that's the contingent of it. But
yeah, but trust me, it's a difference boxing a real boxer and boxing.
Yeah, but he's a professional fighter. So if anything, he's fighting a professional fighter for the first time. He fought KSI. He fought Nate Robinson. Neither had any professional fighting ability or background or anything. So this will be his first.
I can't wait for this kid to get fucking knocked out so he shuts up. Obviously, we saw him on. I sent you guys the clip of him on Mike Tyson's podcast, and Mike Tyson's reaction is hilarious. He's like, and I'm gonna try to do my best, Mike Tyson. I can't really do it well, but he's like, Conor's not afraid of you, right? And he's like, I don't care if he's afraid of me. He just doesn't want to fight me. He was like, that's true, I guess.
Yeah, but Dylan Dennis was saying that he's dodging him. That's like Conor McGregor's little homie and shit. He's a professional fighter as well.
Yeah, of course. Well, Dylan's he's in Bellator, right? He's in Bellator MMA, like the underneath UFC. He's not in the UFC.
I don't know exactly what Dylan is, but he's been looking to fight Jake. Jake, he said ducking that fight, but this is Jake's attempt to have a real fight. So people are saying
he's looking for clout, man.
Yeah, of course. That's what it is. So he's looking for this moment to say like, okay, y'all said I've been fighting non-professional fighters. This guy, although he's not a professional boxer, boxing is a part of the mixed martial arts sport. Therefore, this will give me that reputation in the sense I'm for real, and therefore I could possibly fight a person or on the level of Conor McGregor. That's his whole spin in regards to this fight. We'll see though. I hope this guy knock him the fuck out.
Right. No. Hopefully.
Right.
He gets to boxing. It looks like he's just trying, get the.
All he wants to do is exhibitions. Look, if this kid really wants to be about boxing and him and Logan, both of them, get in the ring.
Right.
Stop doing these exhibition bullshit fights. You have a lot of money. You're getting trained professionally. And again, I'm not going to knock their training. Obviously, they have enough money to pay for the best trainers that they can get.
Oh, they got bread.
If they're really taking this seriously, then fucking box in the ring for real. Don't do this exhibition bullshit. Don't put up your own money. Make somebody pay you.
No, they trying to. They trying to skip the steps. Again, they are popular, so they don't want to fight the undercards or the non-name fighters in boxing. So they want to be the star. They some fame whores. They some clout chasers. So them getting into boxing and fight fighters that's not household names, that's not the way for them. It's that's not enough clout for them. So they rather go, hey, I'm fighting this person who probably don't have the skill to even be fighting, period. But it gives me the clout. So if they, like you said, if they were serious with all the training and all the money that they claim they got, they can actually fight against professional boxers to show 12 rounds and get in there and really fight. But these exhibitions, 2-minute, four rounds where you just come out hoping and praying on the swing, where you have to go the distance against a real fighter and he beat you the fuck up. Then they don't want no part of that. They want to hop and skip steps and shit. But we'll see what happened with him and Ben Askren. I hope the guy knock him the fuck out. Because
Floyd take that fight from his brother.
What happened? Oh yeah, Floyd. Yeah, that But Floyd the cloud chaser too.
And that honestly, out of the, if you were to like a Paul, if that was even like allowed, I think they're both fucking clowns. But I think Logan's the better of the two.
Not really. Like, he's on that from the nigga in the Suicide
Well,
Forest.
yeah, he the one did it. They both some lames.
Yeah.
They just don't know.
Privilege.
Also, so before we get into the biggest thing in honorable mentions, have anybody seen the Tiger doc on HBO Max?
No, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Yo,
I'm gonna watch it. I've already heard enough. You can spoil all you want.
There's also
it's been long enough.
Hey, shut up with that. Okay.
I didn't hear you, John.
I've heard enough about it. I've heard enough.
Yeah, so I want to say watch it. Don't spoil that shit.
What you gonna say, Dan?
All I'm saying is if y'all didn't see it, check it out. It's a dope documentary. It's funny as hell. Tiger Wild Boy.
I bet.
And we, how about we all? Is it over? Is it done?
No, yeah, it was only 2 episodes. Only 2 episodes.
Okay, cool. So how about homework for everybody? We watch it over this week, and then we talk about it next week.
Right. We talk. It's
like we did with Jordan.
Look, it's long, but it's so funny and enjoyable. You'll get through that shit, man.
Yeah, we'll watch it. We'll watch it.
But
I got some baseball news.
Go ahead, get to your baseball news.
I think we started last week with George Springer signing to the Blue Jays. So I'll just skip forward to what happened today. JT Realmuto stays with the Phillies for $115.5 million. Yankees trade Adam Ottavino to the Red Sox for some unnamed players. We still don't know who that is yet. Looks like we don't need him anymore. We also traded for Jamison Toyin, who was in between Bryce Harper and Manny Machado at number 2 in the draft when they all got drafted. He went down with Tommy John surgery, so we'll see what he does with Severino with his Tommy John issues, and Domingo Germán with his not being able to lay his hands on women issues. And then the biggest news, too, also Michael Brantley stays with the Astros. That's all I got.
All right. Now, last thing, honorable mention. Now, again, we discussed today is Mamba Day. It's been 1 year since Kobe Bean Bryant passed away. Again, his death pretty much kicked off COVID 2020 and the fucked up year that 2020 was. But I want to take it and make it more of a light moment. Fellas, go around and just remember one of your favorite Kobe moments. Johnny, you the biggest Kobe fan here. Give us your favorite. I know you got a bunch of them, but give us one moment from Kobe that you love. On the court, off the court, whatever.
I'm going to give I'm gonna talk about the last game, the 60-point, the mama out. You know, that whole thing where Shaq told him like, "Yo, get 50 for me." Kobe's like, "I don't know about that." He plays the game, starts going, Jazz is beating the Lakers. I'm watching it, and then Kobe puts on the show, leads the Lakers to win. Obviously, the Lakers wasn't great that year. Wasn't a great season. Most people watched the Lakers games just to watch Kobe. I feel like even when the Lakers was good, that was a good percentage. We watch Cohen and watch Lakers games because of Kobe. But that was the main thing for the Lakers that year. And Kobe, went out doing what Kobe does. It's just something that the season ended that. They didn't go to playoffs, but it was a great show to watch.
Right.
And that's one of my Kobe moments.
Now, the farewell tour was definitely dope. Eddie, give us one of your favorite Kobe moments.
Growing up in New York City, hating the Knicks or resenting the Knicks, if you will, because they never got me anything. I didn't really fall deeply into basketball, but honestly, the summer where I met most of you guys was when the Lakers played the Celtics in that final. Was that 2009 or 2009-2010 season? And then just watching his whole finals performance for me, again, got me back into loving basketball. And again, even though I was rooting for Kobe at the time because, it was fuck Boston, anything, all Boston, whether it was the Red Sox, whether it was the Patriots, whether it was the Celtics. I was rooting with Johnny for the Lakers. And Kobe made me fall in love with basketball. And again, the Knicks ruined that after 2015, and now I'm slowly buying in again. But again, it's all in the honor of him.
Right. All right, Drew. Drew, your favorite Kobe moment?
I remember that shit. That the fucking the Kobe the Lakers versus the Celtics. Just because in one of my classes, because I did it was the speech class. I had prostitute, and I did it on that finals. I had to talk about
you said prostitute.
In one of my speech classes.
He had a project to do.
Oh, yo.
Yes. So
Wait,
yeah.
it came out bad. My fault, Drew. Good.
I heard that too. I'm sorry.
What did I say? What
sound like
No, you said it right. Me and Johnny heard it wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you said project to do, you said it so fast. It sounded like I had a prostitute.
My God.
Well, you good.
Whatever. Okay, but after that, I chronicled the whole Lakers versus Celtic rivalry, which encompassed that finals game. That final was great because I also remember that was definitely one of the finals that stuck with me all through. Even though I did a no New York rule, I was actually rooting for the Boston Celtics to win that shit because I didn't want the Lakers to win. So call me like I did a bad thing by rooting for the Celtics, but as a New Yorker, and also the 61 point game over in Madison Square Garden. Obviously, because I was sitting on the couch with my dad, true Knicks fan, fucking mad as shit that Kobe was going off and shit. But
right,
I remember that.
All right, DQ. Kobe moment.
My favorite Kobe moments is
the
McDonald's commercial. The McDonald's commercial where the little kid short one player, and then Kobe pulls up at the park. It's like, oh, we need one more player, or we give McDonald's if we win. And then Kobe dropping buckets on the preschool kids. But besides that one, but probably my favorite Kobe moments is just like his attitude changed after like the rape allegations, pretty much. Like you can see how locked in he was, especially after the number change. Like you can clearly see that it was a completely different person. They say, oh, 8 is in the past, but he's like by getting 24, he's still 8, literally. Right. But it's clearly it's his like him maturing.
Yeah, the mentality changed.
Yeah, like his whole like all that shit changed. Yeah, and like and especially during his sneaker free agency, that was like one of my favorite moments because like you know who was gonna rock with that night. But yeah, and the Huarache 2K4 is still one of the best basketball shoes ever.
The white and yellow one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta get a pair of those.
No, those Huaraches. I remember those. Those was tough kicks and shit. And Clippers used to wear them a lot too. They used to have like the white and blue with the red. But Kev, what's your favorite Kobe moment?
No stunt, yo. My favorite Kobe moment isn't even him hooping. Like it was really, like I guess months before watching him on the sidelines with Gigi, like just kicking game.
Yeah, right.
And seeing how like in tune she was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you figure like maybe every once in a while you get like a daughter that's a daddy's girl, but like you watch that and I was like, yo, like you can see Kobe was dead ass like. Yeah, going in, and she wasn't like la 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 la, like she was like, right, yeah.
There's one thing, like I say, let me coach in basketball. Girls pay attention way better than boys do. They're more willing to learn and listen to what someone's telling them rather than boys just thinking they know every fucking thing and be trash on the floor. Then like here's the fun thing was when I was coaching, they do like the boys play the girls. And the girls always bust the boys' ass because they think they know everything. They didn't be feeling bad about it. Girls definitely are the best people to coach because they're willing to learn and listen.
Yeah, just to piggyback on Kev again, my favorite Kobe moments is actually Kobe off the court and Kobe after. Once he stopped being so competitive, like when he was in the game, once the latter part of his career when he started, being like the Yoda, teaching the young boys coming up, from the Ja Morants, from the Devin Bookers and stuff, everybody like started soaking up Kobe, the man, everything he was into after the league and stuff like that. Him, like actually hearing him talk just on some like real life man shit, like being like more than the athlete, that's when I really like grew a real appreciation. Of course, I appreciate the Kobe, the athlete, because again, for all of us, we know of MJ. I'm from Chicago. I was a shorty when MJ was cooking. Kobe, I watched his entire career. This was our MJ, the one that we actually got to see like do fucking crazy shit. So although I'm an MJ fan and Bulls fan, like Kobe was the MJ of our generation and shit. So to see that and the combination of him after as a man, so not afraid to share his knowledge in the game to help players now was super dope for me. But my favorite moment as a player though is when Dwight Howard left the Lakers and he went to Houston and they got into a scuffle and he's like soft. Like,
I remember that shit.
Soft. Right?
And he also had a moment during Lakers when he was practicing with the Lakers and he said, "Yeah, soft like Sean and tissue."
Right.
His Laker players. That's the year Carlos Boozer, Jeremy Lin, and Swaggy P was all in the Lakers. And I guess he wasn't feeling from practice. He said, "Yeah, that Shaman tissue."
Nah, that shit is funny as hell. I look at clips and you see Dwight with the long face and shit. He like soft.
Yo, I also remember this one thing. John, you brought it up because with the whole Jeremy Lin and Jordan Hill on the Lakers, you brought it up. Remember when he was on Jimmy Kimmel Jimmy Kimmel showed I think it was Jeremy Lin, fucking Jordan Hill, and it was somebody else. They were like Nick Young. They were happy as hell that they won that game, and you just saw Kobe just like looking at the screen like, y'all motherfuckers ain't winning shit, bro.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are y'all happy for?
Right. No, but Kobe, man, we miss you. Like as you can see, I know we go all day. We do a whole Kobe episode, but you watch it down on us, man. You are a true icon and legend to us. Rest in peace to you. Rest in peace to Gigi. Rest in peace to all the people that were lost and the souls lost in that day. Their families. Our condolences. A year later, time go by so fast and shit, man. Condolences to Kobe's wife and Vanessa and their family. Kobe gonna live forever, but as long as we here and we continue to put our kids on, because Dorian, 7 years old, he know who Kobe is. And hopefully he continues to share and we continue to do that from generation to generation. Kobe, you're going to live forever. Trust that. And that's, in case you missed it, we moving on to bag it or trash it.
My favorite part.
Now, the first one came up, it's inspired by my little broski, my younger brother, Daz Lansky, Cloud Camp Hop. I'll put this out here just so y'all know who he is. But we talking about sports, and he like, yo, Trae Young, top 3. So I'm like, top 3 what? He like, point guard in the league. I'm like, I don't know yet. He like, no, Trae, and he a big fan, Trae. I should have y'all talk sometime, John, because you know what I'm saying?
Johnny, you should sign him an autograph,
yeah.
John.
So give him an autograph.
Real quick, yeah.
My brother, a big Ice Trae fan. He been a fan since college. I was saying like Trae wasn't gonna be nothing. He wasn't go. His game wasn't going.
Nice, so.
Yeah, he's definitely nice. But I remember when he was in college, I'm like, his game ain't gonna transition. He's too little. He came in cooking, and my little brother make sure I remember that every time Trae cook, he send me, he'll share like, yeah, you saw this, right? So he loved Ice Trae. So bagging the trash it based on his opinion, is Trae Young a top 3 point guard? Bagging the trash it, Johnny. Are you a top 3 point guard? Be honest with yourself, John. Are you top 3?
Trae is definitely a really, really, really good point guard, but I think it's a little too early to say top 3. Because then, who's the best point guard?
I mean, let's be real, Curry.
Make a list up.
Dame.
Dame
is definitely
CP3.
You can't count CP3 out yet. I know he's old, but you can't count him out yet. He's still up there. Kyrie, as crazy as he is, Kyrie. Look. I'll skip ahead with John real quick since you're ranking. I got Trae at 7 right now.
7th point guard?
I got him as 7th right now.
The name 1 through 6.
Yeah. So I had. So obviously, I'm gonna trash it. I got Luka ahead of him at 6. I got Kyrie at 5 because he is a head case. CP3 at 4 because you got to respect the legend. Dame at 3. I got Russ at 2 and Curry at 1.
You got Russ at 2?
It's not bad.
I got Russ at 2 because he scores.
That's not bad.
Again, as far as like
Russ at 2.
Yeah.
Westbrook.
Yeah. Again, I think you could change Dame and Russ.
What is my guy playing?
Johnny got something to say. He just don't want to say it.
But I'm saying I don't got. I have Trey.
Westbrook saying, but Westbrook might be on that point where he might be going down.
Yeah, he's on the latter part of his
career. He's on a
decline. But are you bagging it or trashing it, John?
I'm gonna trash it because Trae Young is definitely an elite point guard, but I want to say he's top 3, but he could be. But now he's not there yet. It's not there yet. It's too early to say he's top 3.
So Ed, you definitely trashed it.
I trashed it. Again, he's top 10, but again, to John, he's getting there. He'll get there. It's between him and Luka really to who's gonna get that 3rd spot again when it opens up. CP3 is gone and Russ is gone.
I'm gonna trash it. Like I don't got a consistent list like Ed got, but I got a few people above Ice Trae. You can definitely put Kyrie, you put Curry, you put in Jamal Murray. You putting Jamal Murray over Ice Trae. I do have him over there. I had Dame over Ice Trae. I got a couple people over Ice Trae that would just knock him out of that.
Just name every player you got over him. Just name him.
I mean, I don't got a consistent list right now. Like I'm not.
But he said, just name who you got above him. Is what he's saying. You named a few. That was about 4. So again, he's not a top 3 because you named 4.
Yeah, because you named 4.
That means you have like.
Okay. All right. Let's choose 4 people I got above him. I got Russell. I got Dame. I got fucking CP3, and I got Kyrie.
We all got Curry.
Right.
So that's even 4 I got over him without even thinking that hard.
All right, Kev, bagging or trashing?
Bagging it.
He bagging it.
Okay.
Number 3 on my list.
Behind
CP3 at number 2, and the best shooter to ever live at number 1.
So you got
who's
better than Dame?
I'm curious.
Huh?
Yeah. Who's that 4? I'm curious.
Yeah, I got him better than Dame. I think history will prove that.
Okay.
That's why I got him where he's at. I think history is going to prove that.
I think
eventually.
Kev's banking on the fact that Ice Trae is going to get a ring before
I'm thinking the next 2-3 years will prove that. Regardless.
Right, I can see that, but you're smoking rocks right now.
Smoking, bro. It's not next 3 years. It's about now. So he's saying now.
Good. Joe Rogan.
All right, DQ, bag of the trash.
I trash it. Sorry, Ice Trae. But I have eventually I'm gonna have to put Ice Trae I'll say he's top 10, but he's not top 3.
Yeah.
Because thinking about it, you got everyone that Eddie just named, and then you got and he forgot to mention Ja. He forgot to mention a few other players.
Ja's not better than Trae.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it.
That's a good argument. That's a good argument. That's an argument right there.
Trae just has range. He's not more athletic than fucking Ja.
I'm not. Maybe I got to hash it out, but that might be a good argument for Ja.
No, Trae came and lead his team on getting all those arguments and shit.
Yeah. I'm a trash it. I think it's 3 that I put in front of. I honestly, it's 4 to 5. Actually, it's
do this.
So, I know for sure Steph Curry's better than him. I know for sure Dame's better than him. I know for sure Luka's better than him. Now, then you go to the vets. So you go to the vets. You got the Kyrie. You got the John Walls. You got the Russell Westbrook. Who to me are still better players. Trae is a great scorer, but better players than him. And then you have the Jamal Murrays, the Ja's, the Kembas, who all can fight with him for who's better. in the sense of like on a game-to-game basis, who plays, who's a more complete player. So Trey is definitely in that top, that 5 to 10, and you can mix it around because all of them are like fighting to become. And I think Trey will be, again, along with Luka, along with Jamal Murray, along with Ja, will be the future of the NBA in that position.
Yeah, for sure.
But you still got the OGs still in there with Russ and Kyrie and Kemba and John Wall, who still is fighting for that position. Trey is just an elite scorer right now. But as a full player, we still got to wait. We still got to see. We still some time, but he's definitely in the argument. I can say that. But top three, Luka, Steph, and Dame is definitely, to me, better than him. Everybody else, I can see people arguing the fact. Kyrie, because he's so, unstable. I want to say him better, but because it's instability.
Kyrie's better.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying.
All the stuff going around with Kyrie and the media and all that.
But I'm saying, and I was about to say, that's the same thing for Dame to me. Not Dame, Russ. Whereas, although Russ is a selfish player, I will pick up Russ for everything that he gives you as a player before I take Ice Trey, at least right now. So he's in that top 10, but that back half of it, he's in the fight with a lot of good people, and none of them are like light years ahead of each other. They all like fight to be the next guy, but Luka's the next guy up first. He's up first and the next guy. But then again, you got the Jamal Murrays, you got the Jamal Murrays, like I said, the Ja Morants and stuff like that, who's fighting for him too. So Trey ain't top 3 yet, but Alex Lansky, he's solidified. He's top 3. Nobody else, and can't nobody fuck with him. He's better than Dame. He said he's better than Dame.
He said he's top 3. So
he said
number 2. Who's
I know Steph is 1. I can't hear. He probably he's such a he'll probably put LeBron because he'll be eating too, and he a big Rondo fan too. So he'll eat her. So he'll probably put Rondo at 2. Like he love Rondo. But Trey is number 3 in his book, so ain't nobody gonna change that. Moving on. Next up, we got where we at? Where I'm at? All right.
Tracy.
Okay, so boom, right. So T-Mac, Tracy McGrady, was just recently inducted into Orlando Magic's Hall of Fame, and because of this, there was a lot of videos on NBA TV about former greats talking about playing against T-Mac, and they even had a moment where it was Kobe talking about the hardest person he had to play against was Tracy McGrady. 6'9", can do everything. He was the modern. He was a freak. He was the KD before KD.
Yep.
6'9", long wingspan, will just pull up. He has a crazy hezzy head, and then just pull straight up. Could nobody do nothing with it. He was almost unstoppable to play against. Injury, unfortunately, messed up his career. It's one of those what if situations with T-Mac. But bag of the trash, and this is all hypothetical. Bag of the trash, without injury, would T-Mac be a top 5? Drew, to you, bag of the trash.
Top 5 facts. That is, I'm gonna definitely bag it.
We're talking about all time, right?
All time. All time.
Oh, all time?
Yeah,
all time?
Top 5.
Okay. You saying all time? I'm going to trash it then.
Yeah.
All time makes it trash, but he's definitely in that. If you would say right in like the 2000s, I would say definitely, but you said all time, so that it kind of changes it.
All
okay.
Right. All right, DQ.
Top 5 all time. I'll give him top 15. I can't give him top 5.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to trash that one.
All right, Kev. Bag of
I'm
trash.
trashing it, man. It's obvious that it needs to be trashed. And I know more than enough to know that, like, all time, he's not in the top 5. So
right.
Slow.
All right, Eddie. Eddie, bag of the trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with the rest of the team. I mean, also in his defense, he played in an era too where stars were born, right? I mean, again, injury and it's all hypothetical too, but like, I think he would have been like a Clyde Drexler, where he would have been kept out of the finals every time. He could have gone, but he wasn't gonna win rings, you know.
Right.
And but he played in Kobe's era. I mean, like Kobe was winning rings, even if Orlando did go there. Go to the final with the Lakers there too. Shaq was already on the Lakers at that time anyway, so
just remember when Shaq gets traded, T-Mac gets traded to Houston and gets teamed up with Yao Ming.
True.
And also Yao, another great player that was played.
Yeah, also injury.
So
played by injury. Yeah, I mean, again, if we're calling it at all time too. I mean, there were guys that we didn't have the luxury of watching. But you know, your Bill Russells, your Kareems, your Magic Johnsons, you know, who you taking out for T-Mac? You know,
that's true. Johnny, back in the trash.
Talent-wise, T-Mac is one of the greatest talents I ever watched play basketball.
Right.
It's a big what if.
I'm
pretty sure if he was able to play, barring injuries, he would be in the conversation. I wouldn't know if it would be guaranteed, but his game and the way the talent he had, he would be in the conversation. But I'm going to trash it because it's not a guarantee. I know how great his game was, but even if he wasn't injured, it's not a guarantee that he would have finished top 5. He could have finished top 10. We don't know what. It's a big what if. But T-Mac was a great player, so I'm going to trash it.
Right. Yo, favorite 2 players of all time.
T-Mac and
Aaron Davis. No.
Aaron Davis.
And Tracy McGrady.
Aaron Davis. Yeah, you love you some Aaron Davis.
Boom. By far my favorite players to ever play the fucking game.
That was a Warriors fan before the Warriors were cool.
I was. I swear to God I was.
I know. I believe you.
I fucked with them, man. That
we believe words like that. We believe
words
can this current basketball.
Michael Petrus, Al Harrington, Steven Jackson. Yo, that was my guys. But I'm going to trash it because of what Eddie was saying. T-Mac of that era, without injury, he would have been the second best player of that era behind Kobe. Kobe shot it.
Where would you put Duncan though? Because that was in the same draft too, right?
Well, that's Duncan was in that. Duncan's in that era, but Duncan's so fucking boring. I'll be forgetting about Duncan.
Of course he's boring, but the guy, he's got the ring. That's what I'm saying. That I don't even think that T-Mac would have again he had the dynasty of the Spurs and then the Lakers dynasty as well.
Right. I'm saying if God forbid if T-Mac would have got at least one. The shadows were too big in that era, whereas he wouldn't been able to get past the shadows of that era to be top 5. Not to mention the legends that came before him, and then the conversation of legends now. So it's like T-Mac will always been on the ultimate scorer, again, the KD before KD, ultimate scorer, but he would be on the outskirts because then you got KD and then you got LeBron, then you got Steph. Then all these people that's fighting for that title. I feel like T-Mac will always get pushed back, but T-Mac, I'm here for you, bro. By far one of my favorite players to ever do it. I fucking love T-Mac. That's my guy, but definitely wouldn't be top 5. I would say again, top 15, top 20 maybe. But unfortunately, it's a lot of big shadows that he would have to. He would have had to dominate this. Yeah, he would have had to dominate the guy of that last era. And it was, again, the shadows of that era was far too big, and the legend that came before.
Even think about it, even think about it straight. T-Mac, if he played in this era and he had the green light to shoot whenever he want, he would had the green light back in the 2000s, but he didn't always. The teams he played for and coaches he played for didn't always give him the green light. They put them in the efficient part of the playbook, but he didn't have the green light to shoot wherever he wants. And T-Mac had range to shoot. So
yeah, he did. Because look how fucking big he was. Like I said, KD before KD. But I'm gonna trash it. But T-Mac, I'm rooting for you, Dan. That's one of my favorite players to ever do it. All right. Next up, moving into the NFL. This cover was brought to you by Kevin Jett. It's the end of the Phillip Rivers era. He went to the Colts. Last hurrah. It's over for Phillip, it looks as though. Didn't he say he retired, right? He retired.
Retired.
So, bag of the trash to you first, Kev.
What's up?
It's bag of the trash. It's Phillip Rivers, a Hall of Famer.
So, the truth of my statement, why I brought it up and brought it up to everybody, because it is arguably something that we can say he can be a Hall of Famer, because there's been people that made it in for less. But at the end of the day, I personally don't think Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer, mainly because he doesn't even have some of the stats of the people in his class. What, 04 draft? Yeah, with my guy, Eli. At the same time, he definitely
just so you know, all time he has more passing stats than Ben and Eli. He's number 5.
He's number 5. Right?
Yep.
On that list?
Yep.
He's number 5 on that list. And that, to me, don't mean shit when it comes down to getting into the Hall of Fame. He has no rings. How many rings he got, Ed?
He got 0, but I'm just saying, the only guys higher than him are Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre Hall of Famer, Peyton Manning Hall of Famer, Tom Brady Hall of Famer, Drew Brees Hall of Famer.
So
the guy under him, Dan Marino Hall of Famer, Ben Roethlisberger. Dan Marino, no rings, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Okay, so where we are,
that argument,
exactly my point.
No ring.
Dan Marino, no rings, Hall of Famer.
Where we are is exactly my point. There are things that are arguable when it comes to him getting in, but I don't think he deserves to get in just based on
Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring. What do you gotta say to that?
And again, he will get in because people that have done less have made it in. But trash it, I don't think he deserves to get in, but he will.
All right.
Gosh dang it, Kev. That's some darn tootin'. That's some dang disrespect on Phillip Rivers' name.
Yeah, he will. He won't be first ballot. He won't be second. He won't be fifth ballot, but he'll get in.
Your mother fricker.
All right, Drew.
He hasn't cursed. That's why I'm saying.
Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah, we'll bag it. Just like he's just not first ballot, or he's just not first ballot Hall of Famer.
What ballot is he getting in?
Probably second or third.
Second ballot.
Second or third.
Bugging. Let's talk about this in another 20 years, and he's still trying to get in.
Well,
on
think about his class. Who would his class be in? I mean, it depends on who retires this year.
I give it third ballot.
Okay, so you bagging that he's a Hall of Famer?
He's a Hall of Famer. He's just not first ballot.
Yeah. All right, Eddie, bag of the trash it. Phillip Rivers, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, sorry, Kev. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Again,
by the time he gets in, you want to equate it to rings,
but it's like,
the Hall of Fame.
Dude, there's guys that have the numbers and get in anyway. Again, is he first ballot? Probably not. But forget about like the stats and forget about the rings. Just think about like the energy that he brought into the game. Think about where he could have ended up if he did go to the Giants, if your quarterback and his daddy weren't such pussies and didn't let him go there. Eli got drafted by the San Diego Chargers. You think Eli would be fucking having 2 rings? No, but Eli would have had the stats. Eli's a good quarterback, but you're fucking pussy-ass bitch quarterback Eli and his daddy made sure that he didn't go to San Diego because he didn't want to end up like his bitch-ass dad in New Orleans, not winning no rings. And Archie's a Hall of Famer too, is he not?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the old generation.
Archie ain't got no rings, but he is, right?
That's the old generation, bro.
I mean, come on, dog. I mean, look, it's not fair. And unfortunately for Phillip, he had plenty of opportunities to do it. I don't want to make any excuses for him. He had a team with Damian Tomlinson, with Antonio Gates. He had a squad, and again, his defense wasn't that good. And there was a couple of field goals that kind of pretty much like lost the game for him, or lost most of the playoff games that he had going for him. But again, he brought a great energy. He sucked it up. He was in a situation where Drew Brees, his arm was like destroyed and they got rid of him. So he went into a bad situation. He went to the team that didn't draft him, and he still did what he did and still had a great season and stuck it out with them until they finally got rid of him and then takes the Colts to the playoffs. I mean, what else do you want from a career? Of course, again, is he going to be first ballot? Probably not. Maybe second and third.
And I almost beat the Bills too. But DQ, bag of the trash.
Based on numbers, because it's like Eddie said, there's a lot of Hall of Famers that don't have rings. Like for Dan Marino, is definitely one of them. And I have to give him that. Based on that, I would just consider him the Dan Marino of this era. Person who had the numbers, but didn't have the rings to go with it. So I'm gonna bag it.
All right, John, bag of the trash.
I'm gonna bag it. Phil Rivers is gonna make the Hall of Fame. Each sport.
The question is not that he gonna make it. Is he a Hall of Famer? Do he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
He is a Hall. I agree. Yes. Everything I said.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen. Each sport has a different criteria for the Hall of Fame. See, football is one sport like it's much difficult. It's a little more difficult to make
to get that right.
Well, than it is in the other leagues to make the World Series, NBA Finals. It's tougher. Yeah. But Phillip Rivers, he had them playoff runs. He had some great runs. He has the stats. Obviously, he doesn't have the ring. The ring would just solidify his Hall of Fame resume. But he has a Hall of Fame He has a Hall of Fame ready resume. There's a Hall of Fame ready resume, and I think he'll be in the Hall of Fame when it's all said and done. First ballot, second ballot, but he'll be in with the first two. He doesn't make first, he's gonna make second. But Phillip Rivers will make the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I'm a bag it. He got fifth in passing touchdown, fifth in receiving, and he's first in kids for the NFL. So
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Okay, Ryan's beating him. Okay, so he's probably like two. So he got all the stats to get there. Again, I don't think he's a first ballot. Like Johnny said, the chances of getting back to the big game is a lot harder in the NFL than any other sport. And again, only thing that wouldn't be a certified Hall of Fame is the fact that he don't have rings. But his counterparts, you look at the counterparts, he's better than Eli. Eli got rings. That's why Eli there. So why not?
Not better than Eli.
Daddy, I don't want to play for that team. Get me out of here, please, Daddy.
Bag it,
Daddy, please.
Bag it off of that. He got the stats. Why not? Not first ballot though. Second ballot definitely. If not,
quick hot take. Quick hot take.
Ballot.
Quick hot take. If Eli wasn't such a bitch and Peyton and Archie weren't such cocksuckers in the whole thing, I feel like Phillip would have got y'all 4 rings.
I don't know about that.
Think about it.
Defense got them
4
too.
rings.
So I don't know.
Yeah, defense got them too, and Phil would have got them too, because Eli is the turnover machine.
What's the difference between the two?
Is that what I want to know? Hold on. Go ahead. What's the difference? One has Down syndrome and the other one doesn't. One got on the short bus, the other one didn't.
One of my fans.
I'm listening.
One of my fans says you can't spell that elite without Eli.
I knew he was about to say that.
Dude,
there's an I and an L in Phillip as well. So
Eli is clutch, where Phillip Rivers isn't as clutch as Eli. So that's cool. Also
good point. Good point. Phillip Rivers record is what I want to know.
Moving on. Now we just saw Aaron Rodgers lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFC Championship. A lot of us had them moving on, except for Johnny, had them moving on to face the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Johnny was right. Goat Brady versus the baby goat. Now, with that being said, bag of the trash. Did Aaron Rodgers miss his last chance to reach the Super Bowl? Going to you first, Johnny. Bag of the trash.
Johnny. Oh, me first?
Yeah. Did Aaron Rodgers miss his last chance at the Super Bowl? Bag of the trash.
To win one or to go to one?
To win one.
He wasn't going to win regardless. Come on, guys. I told y'all this. He wasn't going to win regardless. But
real quick, one more time. Phillip Rivers. Back on Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is 8th all-time in wins. And Eli Manning is, where is he? Tied for 12th with Joe Montana and Matt Ryan at a 500 record.
What about the playoff wins?
Who cares about that?
Tell me the playoff wins.
All right.
Who cares about that?
All right, yeah.
So, John.
Bring them to playoff wins. But
John,
that's what I
said.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't going to win. He wasn't going to win.
So you trash him. So that's your answer, trash. All right, Eddie. Was this Aaron Rodgers' last chance at a Super Bowl win, bag of the trash.
You know, I'm done with assuming things. I mean, take us all back to when we first started this podcast during the draft, and we all had a panic attack when the Packers drafted
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers' heir apparent or whatever. They pretty much Aaron Rodgers, right? What they did to Brett Favre did to Aaron Rodgers. And what did Aaron Rodgers do? Had an MVP season. I still think even with the loss he is going to have, still going to end up with the MVP this season. Could be the Madden cover boy for all we know. Might be Brady if he wins. Definitely not going to be Mahomes because he just was on it. But is this his last run? I don't think so. It might be his last run with the Packers. From what we're hearing, he wants a new deal. From his press conference, it seemed very cryptic. Sounds like he wants to go somewhere else, whether it's San Francisco, whether it's still with Green Bay. I still think he has another shot, another run, again, with the right pieces around him. You know, maybe do get him a wide receiver this year. Maybe get one of these free agents that we're talking about. Kenny Galladay is going to be out there. Allen Robertson's going to be out there. The Tampa Bay receiver, Goodwin's going to be out there. So there's going to be some guys. There's some potential. Juju Smith-Schuster is another guy available. Maybe, you know, change of scenery, no more dancing.
Oh, I have an idea.
Yeah, go ahead, John. Let's hear it.
Aaron Rodgers wants to win a Super Bowl. The bad man.
The Patriots?
Baby goat backup quarterback.
The baby goats?
Backup quarterback.
He says backup.
Go to KC? Nah, man, come on, John.
John just talking shit. All right, Drew, bag of the trash.
That's a joke. Bad man's always going to be in contention till he retires, but if he wants to guarantee a ring, he got to go play in Kansas City behind Pat Mahomes.
Drew.
He's going. He got another Super Bowl in because all he needs, he basically can go with the team he has right now. He almost made it to the Super Bowl. Like
he has two obstacles.
Go ahead, run it.
He got to deal with the baby goat. If he stays in NFC, he has to deal with the goat. So it's like,
John, I did not think Tom Brady was going to do it this year. Like, stop sucking Tom Brady's dick. But he got.
Who's in the Super Bowl? Who's in the Super Bowl?
I know Tom Brady. I know Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl, but damn, John.
No, it is what it is. It is what it is.
So, Drew, you bag it or trash it?
What about the bird planes?
I'm bagging it. He got another Super Bowl in him. He got another Super Bowl in him. I just believe it. Aaron Rodgers got another Super Bowl in him.
All right, DQ.
If he goes plays for the Ravens and Jets, he go to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
I am going to bag it. It's Aaron Rodgers. He's still a great quarterback. This like he still plays at an elite level. So it depends on.
So you're gonna trash it then, right?
No,
he's
bagging it.
Oh well, bagging that it's his last run.
Right.
Trash it.
I'm trashing it. I'm trashing it.
Oh, okay.
I'm trashing it.
So you trash it too, Drew.
Okay.
I jinxed the Knicks game, by the way.
All right, Kev.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I jinxed it.
What happened?
Knicks got
was bagging the trash.
Yeah, they lost. I jinxed it.
Was this Aaron Rodgers' last chance at the Super Bowl?
I'm bagging it, unfortunately. I think whether he stays with this team or he goes to another team, like, he's not making it back to the Super Bowl. As long as they're not trying to get weapons around him where he's at and they have invested interest where he's at, no.
Hypothetically speaking, Kev, he goes to San Francisco.
He goes to San Francisco?
He has a good shot. A really good shot.
He has a good shot?
Whew. That should be dangerous. That's dangerous. I don't like that at all.
Your boy.
I don't like that for like anybody else. I like that for Dev. I like that for my girl.
If your boy TB12 sticks around, he might not make it.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, and I'm a trash it. I think he can get there. Like Ed said, I feel like he should leave Green Bay and head to San Francisco.
That'd be sick.
Yo, that's a dope jersey.
That's where he should have ended up too. That's crazy because like we obviously the Brady six, the 6 quarterbacks drafted before Brady drafted in the 6th round. Aaron Rodgers, he was supposed to go to San Francisco and they took Alex Smith.
Alex Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and Green Bay did the disrespect, and got and Favre. I mean, Aaron Rodgers. Look, from what we've all heard for the most part, it's like Aaron Rodgers is kind of like a piece of shit to people or whatever. Like doesn't talk to his family, and he's like apparently he's just like, and again like from in his defense though, Favre like didn't treat him well, but he's been nothing but good to Jordan Love. Recently, he donated like $5 million, $5 million to businesses that are struggling right now during COVID. So I mean, forget this like bad guy situation about him. I mean, he is the bad man, but he had a pretty rough go about, and for him to even get as far as he got in the NFL, winning a championship, which is very, very hard to do. We just talked on Phillip Rivers. He does have one ring. He does have a Hall of Fame career. He will go to the Hall of Fame. I just think he needs to get at least one more ring to truly, truly solidify it. And maybe a change of scenery might be it.
All right, DQ, go your ass to bed at night. Maybe you want to be over there nodding and shit.
It's my fault. I took my back was hurting earlier. I took a muscle relaxant. That should make you drowsy. My fault, bro.
All right, pass the shit.
Hold on, give me a second. Hold on.
Give us a few. All right, but again, like I said, I'm trashing it. I think he should get out of Green Bay. I feel like with Green Bay, he can still compete in the NFC.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he can still. In the NFC, I still, even though Go Brady is over there, I still think he can get one.
You will never know.
Stupid ass. All right, but I still think, even in the NFC, as long as he stays in the NFC, he has a chance. Whether he stay in Green Bay, whether he goes somewhere else, stay in the NFC, you got a chance to get in there. So I'll trash it. Last up.
Yeah, I say 49ers. What if he goes to the Rams? Like that's another team.
Right.
Oh,
yeah,
that's another good. That's even better.
That's a great
better. Great offensive weapons, great defense. Again, that's what I'm looking for him is a good defense.
Yeah.
Goff is in his last year. He's in his 5th year.
I think.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's in his 5th year option now. I'm assuming if they do want to keep him, they will franchise tag him. They're not going to pay that man.
But I trashed it. Last up. Now we see Tom Brady is going to the chip once again. Now the whole
Jesus, I made a mistake.
Whole debacle of this season was the breakup of the evil empire. Who gonna need each other? Belichick. Who gonna do better? Belichick or Tom Brady? All this we'll see at the end. As we see, the Patriots had a rough season with Cam. And Tom Brady is in the Super Bowl once again in town, holding it down once more. So back of the trash to you first, John. Did Tom Brady prove Coach Belichick needed him more? Back of the trash.
I'm gonna trash it. He didn't prove it yet. He went to the Super Bowl.
John.
It's one season. John. Like it's one season. They both played a great role in their success of the Patriots' success. No, it's funny. Rex Ryan said the other day, like, nobody wanted to play for Bill. Everybody wanted to play for Brady. He was throwing some shade on Bill Belichick.
Well, think about it. Leonard Fournette went to the Bucs. He could have went to the Pats, went to the Bucs.
Yeah,
AB could have went to the Pats, went to the Bucs.
Yeah,
Brock could have came back, went to the Pats, went to the Bucs.
Yeah, I think, but it's just, COVID, the COVID year wrecked the Patriots year. And now Patriots might be a quarterback, so we might, we're going to see. It's 1 year, It depends. If Bill Belichick says he's retired and this is how the season ends and Tom Brady keeps playing, then you could, say that. But I don't think Bill Belichick is done yet. So it's too early to say it, but I'm going to trash it.
All right, DQ, back to the trash. Did Tom Brady prove that Belichick needed him more?
Is that me?
Yes, DQ.
No, I won't say at the moment. Because remember, as far as that coach and quarterback relationship, it doesn't really prove anything by him changing teams. Like Tom Brady's probably just that good. So I'm a trash it.
All right, Kev, back at trash it.
Yeah, I'm definitely trash it because it just hasn't been enough time yet. I mean, maybe if it's like 2-3 more seasons, Belichick does whatever the fuck he can do, gets the best quarterback option he can, best weapons around you know what I mean? If he does all of that and still can't do it, then I'd be like, God damn.
Right.
But otherwise, nah. Trash.
All right, Drew, bag of the trash.
I'm gonna definitely trash it because it just was a situation where the Pats didn't really have a good quarterback this year. But that's only 1 year out. Is only 1 year out. Like Tom Brady went to a good coach. The Pats didn't really have a semblance of a quarterback. And mainly because Cam Newton went through a rough year, and plus he had COVID, so it fucked up everything. If everything was straight and they had like a full offseason practice, Cam Newton would have been a good fit. But it just so happens that it wasn't a good fit for this year. But it's only 1 year, so still give it time.
All right, Ed, bag of the trash.
I think a big part of what we missed, and most of the things that the guy said is, obviously Cam went through their COVID protocol. A lot of their teammates went through, during the season. But let's not forget the 12 members of the defense.
Yeah, exactly. They
didn't even play. And again, I'm not going to be fooled. I'm not tricked by this. I've been dealing with Belichick for as long as I've been a Jets fan. I know what he's up to. He's definitely got some tricks up his sleeve. The Cam Newton thing did scare me, but then, after watching the few games, you realize that, maybe it wasn't going to really work out with him in New England. Maybe this is a Belichick winking at Brady, like you think I'm done, you go have fun, but you wait till I get everybody back. And also I do want to shout out Brady a little bit here too. After they beat the Bears, was it the Bears? What did the Bucks beat before they played Green Bay?
Saints.
Yeah. So right during the press conference, Brady did the on to Green Bay, like the classic Belichick, like, hey, what's your game plan? Like, do you think you're gonna? It's like, yeah, we're on to Cleveland. We're on to Cincinnati, on to the next team. So Brady kind of gave a little wink at him. So they are going a little back and forth here, but there's only really one way to truly solidify it. Look, if Brady does win a Super Bowl, that puts one ring on him. But if Belichick decides to stay and Brady decides to stay, and then Belichick wins a Super Bowl, then it's tied again. So it really doesn't, it is what it is. I think until we finally see Brady versus Belichick in a Super Bowl, I think that's when we'll actually get who needed who most.
Yeah. And again, I'll trash it based on everything you guys said. Patriots season was over before it even started with the entire damn defense opting out. And unfortunately, well, good for Brady. He just came to a stacked team already. Unfortunately,
that team
they were a fucking stacked team. Jameis was just fucking up, but you put any half decent quarterback in that system, they'll do pretty well. You put Jimmy G in that shit, he'll do pretty well. This team, I'm not saying that he's gonna win a Super Bowl, but Jimmy G last year, again, with defense that he got, not the best, not the offense that Tampa got, but with the defense that he got, the defense that Tampa got and the offense of pieces that Tampa has, Jimmy G will do the bare minimum, and that's enough with that team. Unfortunately, that's just what it is. So Tom Brady, it just happened to be Tom Brady, and so he can do much more. So you got Tom Brady with a stacked team. Before he get there, the chance of him getting there is very high. So, but with that doesn't prove anything as of now because it's been one season, and Patriots had a fucked up season, all season and regular season, all fucked up. So give it a few years, see what Belichick them do in regards to the organization and bringing pieces in there. Then we can talk this. Give it 3 to 4 years, we can have this conversation again. But right now, definitely trashing it. And that's bag of the trash. We're moving on to Marquee Misses.
I got a quick update too. There's no one going into the Hall of Fame this year.
That's so dumb.
Barry Bonds, Kurt Schilling, and Roger Clemens were on their way to this. They have one more year left on their ballot. This is the 9th time that they did not get it in. Gary Sheffield was in on it. They're clearly making a statement for the steroid era, and it's bullshit. Bullshit. We'll talk about it. We'll bag our trash next week.
Yeah,
taking steroids.
One of the best eras of baseball, but okay. Marquee Misses.
The best era of baseball.
Yeah, word. Mark, we're getting the Marquee Misses. And again, this is Drew, baby. We touch on our games to miss, players that you might look over that could have a big week, and games matchup that could be dope to check out. And we're only doing NBA this week because we don't have any football, but we'll do the Super Bowl next week. But we only doing the NBA. Marquee Miss game and player. So Drew, kick us off. Marquee Miss game and player.
All right, my marquee miss game is going to be on Friday. The Nuggets versus the Spurs. It's a nice game because I really think they're two underrated teams. They're coming up slowly during the game. They're coming up slowly in the season. The Nuggets are 10-9, and the Spurs are 9-8 right now. So I really think it's going to be a good game. And I'm picking as my marquee miss player. I'm going to be picking Pat. His name is Pat shit something. I know his name is Pat something.
Have your shit ready, my brother.
Nah, I know his first name. I forgot his last name. Sorry.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
We got notepads out here, bro.
Yeah, like just write it down. You got a phone, put it in your notes. Like it's simple. It's real simple.
We'll get a notebook. Write it down.
Yeah,
So he's got
notepad.
My fucking phone is my notepad. I have all my notes, but everything.
Yeah,
every
where your notes at?
Every episode.
Don puts it on his phone too.
Yeah.
Right here.
Shooting from the hip. Shooting from the hip, like always. Wild West.
It's not shooting from the hip. I just.
So what's the name? What's the name? Patrick Beverly?
No.
Next.
Pat Mahomes?
Next, I'm going to find it. Do somebody else next.
All right, DQ.
I'm going to find it.
My marquee sleeper game takes place on Saturday, January 30th. And
Patty Mills. There we go.
Okay, Patty Mills. San Antonio Spurs. All right, got it. Go, DQ.
The Suns versus Mavericks. And my marquee sleeper player is my boy, Tim Hardaway Jr.
All right. Rapping. All right, Kev, what you got?
I got a Thursday night game. Rockets Blazers game. I think it's gonna be
my shit, bro. All right.
This is gonna be legit. And then completely separate game for my my marquee miss player. They've been underperforming. Everybody knows. Not only the guys here, but all our fans listening. So my marquee miss player is Zion Williamson.
My guy.
So
all right, Eddie, who you got?
Piggybacking off of Kev's Zion's pick, my game is Houston at New Orleans. Houston's looking like they're not rebuilding. John Wall went off today, first game against the Wizards since he's been there. And him and Russ got into a little kerfuffle there. I saw a little highlight there.
They both got double texts.
Yeah.
Showing out.
And then my marquee miss player is also Dominican American, Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay.
Is he coming back this week?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Positive for COVID.
Yeah, he got COVID. Yeah.
To get the vivid.
Damn.
Damn.
COVID,
I thought he was coming back.
Yeah,
I searched his return.
No, that's why I asked. I'm not sure. That's why I said, is he coming back?
I don't know if he's coming back or not. But I know he got the vid last week.
Yo, Karl Anthony Towns is getting hit.
He will return on Saturday's lineup. He'll be back on Saturday versus Spurs. Thank God.
All right, John.
My game is the Nets versus Wizards on Sunday. You know, KD versus Russ.
Right.
Old story. You know, the Wizards suck this year, but
and then that brings the Thunder team back together. You know, James Harden, Russ, KD,
Russ, all of them, right?
All of them back together.
Damn.
And he's missing what's his name? Ibaka.
Yeah, missing Serge.
Yeah.
That'll be his first game against James Harden since they parted ways, and you know he went to Wizards and
right, Russ, right, exactly.
Damn, yo, Rodgers definitely ain't coming back.
Probably not, but and then my marquee miss player was a player who was out for 2 weeks with injuries. Starting point guard or shooting guard for the Cavs. Well, he's placed it with Colin Sexton, Darius Garland.
Yeah. Well, my marquee miss player is from that same team, Colin Sexton. See him continuing to cook. They call him the young bull, and he's showing his ass out there. My game, same game as Cavs, Trailblazers Rockets. We got Dame just back. Congratulations on the Twins, Dame. He just recently came back. We got John Wall back on the court. He cooked tonight, so have that Dame John Wall matchup Should be a dope game. So that's my Marquee Miss game. All right. Now that's Marquee Miss. There's no pick'ems tonight because no game to pick from. Who you got in the Super Bowl?
Yes, there is.
Who you got in the Pro Bowl?
AFC, NFC.
AFC. Who you got?
You know what I'm more excited for? And it's been way more fun. And honestly, like I don't like the MLB All-Star game. I don't really like the NBA All-Star game. I do like the skills challenge. I do like the home run derby. But recently the NFL has adapted the skills challenge. And again, it's not the best thing I've ever seen, but it's entertaining semi where they do dodgeball.
Are they gonna even do anything this year?
No, the kickers tic-tac-toe is fire, bro.
Yeah, kickers tic-tac-toe is crazy fire. Like I said, I do like the dodgeball game. I like the little gauntlet that they do where the linemen have to like push, and then the receiver has to like run a route, and then like the running back has to like go do like a 40-yard dash. Like that's pretty fun. The receivers like catching like one-handed and then like over the shoulder. That stuff's pretty fun. So hopefully they do it. I hope they do.
Yeah. Again, I'm not sure if they're doing it, but again, last year that was the only thing I watched was the skill challenge. Russ, them try to hit it in the little holes and shit. That shit was dope as hell. Russ like taking into account of the wind, he like threw it all to the far right, but he knew the wind was gonna drag it, and he got it like shit like that was dope. But all right, let's get into it. All right, guys, episode 41, OSA. Get to our last segment. That's 5-5. Now, because it's not going on in football this week, we figure we paying tribute to the great games that came before. We just had our conference championship weekend. So on today's 5-5, we are counting down some of the greatest NFL conference championships, whether it's the actual game, it's a play, it's a moment. It's up to you guys to spin it and flip it however you see fit. But we are counting down the conference championships. Greatest to you. All right? From 5-1, like always. And we've been doing Guess Who. So it's been random. But when we do 5-5, you already know who we start off with.
You're already.
At number 5.
Who Drew. Already told us our list but okay.
Drew, who you got at number 5?
Well, y'all made me a mistake, so I can't use that game that I talked about. So, but my number 5 is. This is why I make it a number 5 because it's a sore spot for me because I remember this game that my fucking team did not make it because our kicker had to miss the damn game-time field goal.
Talking about Doug Bryant?
In 2000, when was that shit? 11, Billy Cundiff from the Ravens had to.
Here I am thinking you meant
you talking about the.
Here you are bringing up something that pains me and breaks my heart. But you're talking about Billy Cundiff of the fucking Ravens. I knew he was
talking about the Ravens.
A Ravens game, of course. The Ravens versus the Patriots, bro.
You know what? I got one just for you. I might move it up because of you now. I'm definitely moving it up now.
All right, Drew at number 5.
But game is at 20. The game is at 22. Game is at 23-20. Billy Cundiff, his first try, he makes it, but the whistle blows. They ice the kicker. He makes the kick. It was a field goal. If they didn't ice the kicker, tie game going to overtime. But they iced the kicker, timeout. So after that, he totally shanks the ball wide left. Like, it wasn't on target for anything. Like, how do you fucking make the kick? How do you fucking make the kick, like, perfect dead eye center? And then a second time, you just totally miss it completely. I do not know how do you do that, but that's my number 5.
All right, Kev, at number 5.
Okay, at number 5, I got something that's really more recent, only because of the Super Bowl that's actually coming up now. The only reason why we're not talking about a potential dynasty happening right now, I have 2018-19 Chiefs-Pats game.
Don't either.
Right? I got it at number 5. Just need to put it on. Pats lost in overtime because D Ford, for whatever reason.
Chiefs lost in overtime. Chiefs.
Yeah, no, the Chiefs. Yeah, Chiefs. What did I say?
You said Pats lost in overtime.
Chiefs lost in overtime because D Ford was offsides.
That
by like
I
a
don't
little
care.
bit.
I don't care what the rumor is. The speculation is that
Nah, that happened in regulation. That happened in regulation. It tied the game tied. Then it went to overtime, and they never got the ball back.
Patriots got the ball first, and then they never got the ball back.
Okay,
it was a touchdown by Bruce Burkhead. But still, either way, it was.
They scored a field goal to win. The rules
Listen,
are different.
from what I remember, regardless, now that you guys updated me, I remember it very vividly. Now, on that offsides play, the Chiefs got an interception on Tom Brady, would have ended the game.
Exactly.
So, regardless, still same game.
Yeah.
Shit's ridiculous.
Still ass play. DQ at number 4. What you got? I mean, at number 5. Sorry, number 5.
At number 5, I have the 2008 NFC Championship game, Cardinals versus Eagles, Birds versus Birds. It's just that game in general was surprising because that was the first time I realized that Kurt Warner's wearing gloves in his hand. And he was just like, his passes towards Fitzgerald the entire game, like, were extremely crazy, especially the fact that big ass lead at halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philip Rivers really did wear 2 gloves.
Yeah.
His whole career. Or not Philip, Kurt Warner. Literally his whole career. 2 gloves on his hands. Never seen a quarterback do that. Super weird.
So that's on
number 5. John, number 5.
Number 5 is the same year as DQ, but I got the AFC title game, and it's the Troy Polamalu pick 6.
John. John. Against who? John, against who?
No, somebody's team.
Drew, you remember that or not?
What? The pick? No, it was Pittsburgh. No, it was Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, right. Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, I was looking up that.
You weren't a fan yet.
Before actually the pie even started.
Yeah. No, we got it. You didn't watch
basketball either.
All right, Ed, what you got?
My number 5. So for the record, all of mine are when I watched, except for this one. So I do want to pay respect to The Catch in '81, Montana to Clark. That was the first catch, but then that catch was like recreated like 3 or 4 other times. There was the catch, and there was the catch 2, and then there was the catch 3, the more recent one with Alex Smith and Vernon Davis. But I'll give it to the '81 Niners.
That's crazy. I threw that on my list just to honor.
Yeah, just to honor. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't. It's a lot of good. I saw a lot of shit. I used to watch a lot of ESPN Classic, but none of that shit made my list because it's old.
I wasn't there.
I didn't see it. But at number 5, I have NFC Championship between the Falcons and the Vikings, 99.
I remember that game.
Great. My boys was cooking. 15-1 that year. Chris Carter, Randy Moss, Randall Cunningham. Cooking. And also Atlanta was cooking. They was 15-1. I think Atlanta was like 14-2 or something like that. That's when they had Jamal Anderson and shit. They like both was cooking that year. But this was supposed to have been the Vikings year. Falcons came down 49 seconds, scored a touchdown, went into OT. Both missed. They both putt because they both didn't score. And then on the third chance, Falcons got field goal, beat the Vikings, finished their fucking season. Randy Moss, great season. That year, they actually set the record for, like, points in the season because they were just fucking bombing. Both of them were just – Chris Carter and Randy Moss just running deep, and nobody could fucking stop that. I told y'all, I almost got into a fight because of that at the Madden tournament because niggas said, it's all you do. Just do one play, and you just throw it deep. How could I not? I hear fucking Randy Moss and Chris Carter.
I mean, if you don't stop it, I don't give a fuck if I'm just.
There was no way to stop it. There was no way to stop Randy Moss. There were no way to stop Randy Moss. So therefore, but that's number 5, NFC Championship, 1999. All right, Drew at number 4.
Number 4, and this is like a petty moment right now because I really hate the Patriots right now. The 2016 Denver Broncos versus the Pack game. I just remember it was a close game throughout like the first like 3 quarters until the Denver Broncos really turned up and like put the beats on the Pats and like stopped them from getting getting the win of that game. So yeah, that's my number 4.
All right, Kev, at number 4.
Number 4, I got well, a swatted pass in the end zone is really what came down to the game winner.
What, the Sherm Crabtree?
You know,
my pick. Damn it.
That's what happens when
Sherm and Crabtree.
Sorry-ass receiver like
Crabtree. Yep. WWE promo.
That's my pick.
Number 4, I got Sherm versus Crabtree.
Yeah,
2013,
sorry receiver like Crabtree. I just wrote sorry receiver like Crabtree.
Yep, Seattle versus
Crabtree.
Sherman seals the game, bro. That's what I got. We got it right there.
Yeah. All right, DQ, number 4.
My number 4 is Johnny's number 5.
Because
actually, surprisingly enough, it's the 08 AFC, right?
Yeah, AFC title.
Yeah. So surprisingly, at this point in time in my life, I was actually watching football, but I wasn't like really a patron of all the players. But I was
watching their feet.
Pretty much, I was I knew who Troy Polamalu was, but like I was watching.
From his Head and Shoulder commercials.
Yeah, I was watching like the Steelers a lot. I was watching the Giants a lot. I was watching the Jets a lot. My cousin was a Jets fan. And my cousins maybe follow a Jets fan, so I was watching those certain teams to see what they were talking about. So every time I see them, I know what the fuck he was talking about. So I was actually watching football this time. So it's like if you tell me, oh, this team is playing like really good, you should watch them, I'll watch the game. But my free time, like I can't like sit and watch an entire football game simply for the fact that, like I said before, I didn't grow up playing football. So that's my number 4.
Drew didn't either, but all right, Johnny.
I actually was a good football player, bro. Like, I can do running back really good. So, hand me the ball.
You can do running back.
I can do running back.
If you say any position,
he can do running back just like all the players do.
I can play running back very motherfucking. No, they call me.
Nigga said I can do running back.
Okay, all right. It was a slip of the word. Don't. All right.
Yo, that's
running back very good. Running back was my shit.
Thank you for naming our episodes every week. Thank you.
Okay, cool. You can do that. You can do running back. Whatever. Let's do that.
All this talking. Set the game up.
Set the game up. We can do that shit. Come on, son. We can do that shit. Set the game up. Yo.
Set the game up. Told y'all.
Set the game up, my nigga. Set the game up.
Drew, why did you never play football with us? I don't ever remember seeing Drew on the field.
Because I wasn't on campus, bro. I wasn't on campus.
Yeah, we was dorming. There was all like everybody at dorm played football.
Yeah,
like, as soon as I seen, so I was invited to play by like Rodney and once, but as soon as I seen niggas, Rodney's arm was like he couldn't bend. He tore like he had a strain muscle in his arm, but he couldn't bend his arm past this. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not sure my body.
I remember Derek broke other Kevin's nose. Remember that? That was funny.
Yo, that was real Derek got his nose broke.
Oh, Derek broke. Yeah, Kevin broke Derek's nose. Yeah, not our Kevin.
Nigga said I can do football. I mean,
homie went like this.
John,
shut up.
You got it. John, number 4. What you got?
My number 4 is sorry receiver like Crabtree. That's really number 4.
Yeah.
All right, Ed, number 4.
My number 4 is don't ever put no sorry receiver like Crabtree on me. That's what happens.
Yeah, we all simpatico, man. I showed y'all number 4, Sherman versus Crabtree, man.
Some copycat, I think, yo.
Yo, 2013 NFC
that shit was
Championship.
Hilarious.
Funny as hell. Iconic moment and shit. Yo, I used to be upset. Niggas used to be picking on my nigga Crabtree, though. Like,
Crabtree's a good receiver. He ain't not sorry.
Yo, they used to be ripping off his chain and shit. They used to
Sherm was just nice. That's what it was.
Talib Quality. What are you fucking?
He said Talib Quality. Oh my god. He gonna do running back with Talib Quality. Quality's a good rapper. I'll give you that. I like Quality.
He snatched the shit. They used to be playing.
Talib Quality snatched his chain.
Funny as hell. All right. But number 4, I have the same game. Drew at number 3. What you got?
Yeah, my number 3. It wasn't
3,000.
It wasn't just that game, but what happened after that game. It was the Vikings versus the Saints, and after that game, birthed the
Bounty Gate game.
Bounty Gate game, son.
Number
Bounty
3
Gate
on my fucking list. Damn.
Bounty Gate.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Kev, number 3.
All right, so at number 3, I got The Catch because I wanted to pay homage to it. So,
damn. That's crazy. Same number.
Nah. So Montana to Dwight Clark, all right, 6-yard touchdown to Clark, right? Then it was a game-winning drive essentially, 89-yard game-winning drive, and Montana pulled it off. It's everything that we all know. Back of the end zone, looks like a sloppy throw, but an amazing catch. And I mean, sometimes that's just how it goes. That's it right there.
All right, DQ.
Same one. My 3 is the 2009 NFC Championship game. Pretty much earlier, I think it was Drew that picked it.
Yeah, the Bounty Gate game.
Yeah, Bounty Gate game. Mm-hmm.
That was a good fucking game.
They killed Favre, and obviously what ended the game was the interception there. But they murdered Favre that game.
They were fucking him up.
Perfect.
Yo, bro. That was the year.
He just kind of survived all that shit.
They were fucking him up, and he was trying.
Bro, they went up and under.
Right. Yo, they straight. They went.
John talking about the Dudley Boys shit they did there.
They did some. They did some Bash Brothers shit. Like, they were fucking him up. John, number 3.
That would have been a 30-yard penalty in today's football game.
Oh hell yeah! Hell yeah!
and they would have probably got put the fuck out of the game and shit.
Yep, ejected for sure.
Yeah, my number 3, like Cavs, and also how Ed and Kev put it for honorary purposes. My number 3 is the Cat. 1981 NFC title game.
You know how much footage we seen of that shit, and we ain't never seen that shit?
I know, son. It literally goes. It's always on NFL top 10 countdouns. Right. Well, it's on like almost every. It doesn't even matter if the episode has nothing to do with like.
Word. They put that in there. It's always gonna be there.
They're like best hits of all time, and it's like number 1, the catch. And you're like, what?
But that's it. But did you remember in that same game?
Yeah.
All right, Ed, number 3. What did you do?
My number 3 is Troy Polamalu's. I moved it up for Drew. Troy Polamalu's pick 6 against his Baltimore Ravens before they were his Baltimore Ravens.
All right, and number 3, I got the Bounty Gate game. Like I said a lot. This was our year in regards to the Vikings, but that was supposed to be the year. They were cooking that year. AP had like 3 touchdowns that fucking game.
That was a great game.
Yo, they were fucking. That was a great game, but they were fucking my guy Favre up.
Favre.
They favor.
Yo, they were fucking that man up. I felt bad for him. Yeah, AP had 3 touchdowns that game.
Honestly, in my opinion, he deserved it. It. My opinion.
Yeah, Bounty.
My non-biased opinion, he deserved it.
They were fucking my guy up. Why did he deserve it?
I mean, had a cup of coffee with us and then showed his dick to a couple of reporters and then just bounced. And then goes ahead and then takes the fucking Vikings to 2 NFC championship games. I mean, come on, Favre. What the fuck, bro?
All right. Let's get into number 2. Drew, number 2, what you got?
My number 2 from a shitty game to a good game for my Ravens, which was the Baltimore Ravens versus the Denver Broncos, AFC Championship game, which even though he's Joe Flacco but he came up in the big ass moments. Joe Flacco to fucking Anquan Bolden and Torrey Smith in that
Flacco.
game.
That was when he was considered elite.
Yes,
that he got that elite contract.
Hey, whatever happens to him after that is after that. But he won that year though. He won that year.
Joe Flacco is elite.
And that's when
it didn't sustain nothing, but it was for that moment. It was only for that moment.
Ain't that when they hit the lights on the Niners? That's
Super Bowl.
That was the lights on the
Niners.
The
lights on the Niners.
Yeah. Lights on the Niners.
No, but the Ravens is winning now.
It's Beyonce's fault.
Beyonce.
No, the Niners had the momentum.
Probably.
Niners had the momentum. The lights go out. The Ravens win the game.
It's just
they lost momentum because the power went out.
Threw the ball to.
I don't care.
Sorry, receiver like Crabtree.
Yeah, sorry, receiver like Crabtree. Yeah, Crabtree. Sorry.
Before the light went out, the momentum was swinging the Niners' way. Everybody was like, "Oh shit, the Ravens in trouble."
Big Mo.
Niners was picking up the gazelle that's Colin Kaepernick was getting up and down the field. They like, "Oh shit, he's doing too much." Turn that shit off.
Okay. That's the Super Bowl. We're talking about the AFC Championship.
But I'm just.
No, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, we know, Drew. Okay.
Come on, we got it. That was your ring. You got to witness 2 rings, right? I've never seen one, but you got to see 2.
One ring. I did not witness 2000. That ring. I did.
You're telling the truth.
Drew, eat Flacco Classic. Kevin, to you.
Fuck you.
2015-16 AFC Championship game, the obvious best game on this fucking list, but I still got one over it because I got one over it. The Brady
we might have the same
versus
one.
Manning game.
Ooh, disrespect.
The defense won that game for him.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I have multiple.
Von Miller had 2.5 sacks.
Oh, he's talking about the Broncos.
In that game,
yeah, he's talking about
which obviously led to a Super Bowl where Von Miller
didn't do shit.
Right.
We're paying
the
to do
game
shit.
again.
Right.
But my nigga Manning.
Hey man,
we're paying them to do nothing. He was like, "I'm gonna get this ring. I'm gonna ride off into the sunset."
Von Miller did this. Von Miller put his ass in the carriage on his back and said, "Come on, we got this."
Von Miller got my man Peyton a ring. And that's any of us.
Second ring.
Any of us could ask, bro, if we get to that stage, man, and we haven't won a chip or we won 1 and we should have won 5. Like, bro, we want somebody to put them on we want somebody to put us on their back, bro. Win a chip.
He like, I did enough. God damn it.
Exactly. Like, I need a team to thug it out, bro. Right. That's what happened.
Somebody do it for me. I'm tired of trying to make shit happen for everybody else. All right.
Exactly.
DQ.
Exactly.
And number 2.
My number 2 is the 2001 AFC Championship game. I remember watching this game when I was what's the grade was in, like in 5th grade. Yeah, this is like the first time this is the game I figured fuck can't remember the details, but like it's like this game was like always kind of back and forth, but the New England eventually won that game in Heinz Field. So
okay. John, number 2.
Number 2 is Eli Manning's throw in the 2012 NFC title game.
Who they beat?
It was the 2011-2012 season, yeah.
It was against the Niners. When that beautiful flow.
Yeah, well, we was watching that downstairs, right?
We definitely was watching that.
In the little lounge.
That beautiful dime from my guy, Elite Manning, and carried on and went to the Super Bowl.
Daddy, I don't want to play for the Chargers, Daddy, please.
I swear.
Don't make me go there, please, Daddy. Daddy, can you help me, Daddy?
That was a clutch throw. Just match that clutch.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah.
All right.
Cool, man.
Eddie.
Super clutch.
Number 2.
My Eli Cornballs will appreciate this. 07, Corey Webster's interception. Getting the Giants to the Super Bowl. It was Brett Favre's last game, aforementioned Brett Favre's last game in Green Bay, in Lambeau. Obviously, the Giants were on fire. This is when I actually liked the Giants because my friend on this podcast supported the Jets, and I supported the Giants, and we were in it together.
Let it go, Ed. Let it go.
And then once they won, they turned on me. So now fuck the Giants.
Kev became bougie.
But it was a good moment. It was a good moment because I was there watching it.
They're watching. That's bullshit.
Yeah, that nigga Kev turned into a bad bitch already.
Kev was at my house every weekend rooting for the Giants. We had to lie to his mom saying that he was not. Kev's mom wouldn't even let him drink soda at my house. Kev was like, "Yo, can I get a root beer?"
I don't support the Jets.
Not anymore. Not the way you used to.
Nigga, I support the Jets to this day. Y'all ain't done shit
since
that year, nigga.
You haven't in a long time, and I haven't felt it.
It seems like y'all going through a lot. Y'all need some time.
The most Mets I had to support in the last 10 years was the Mets 4 years ago. Bro.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Look, if y'all need me to set this up so y'all can discuss this and get over this, Eddie, it seems like you've been holding this in for quite some time.
I've said it.
You said it like on a lot of episodes.
I've said it a lot.
Yeah, he said it a lot throughout this pod.
Bills this year.
So
yeah, I rooted for the Bills this year.
I support everything New York, so I never fell off with that. But anyway, whose goal is it?
It's my take, but you need to let him know that. All right. All right. Number two. number two.
I never shitted on the Jets. Bro.
I got the Patriots versus Colts. Peyton Manning family gets over the Brady hump and takes the AFC. Then went on play the Bears. Great game. Chicago thought we was gonna get one. Devin Hester brought back one for the game.
Do you remember the quarterback that was on the Bears that game?
I think it was either Rex Grossman or
Rex Grossman. Yeah,
Cal
it was Rex
Stewart.
Grossman.
It was one of them.
Rex Grossman. Unreal.
Yeah.
Rex Grossman went to the.
Yeah, all right. Or Cal Orton. It was one of them. It was one of them.
It was Rex Grossman.
But all right, we're gonna get into my dad used to love that guy. But number one in our conference championship countdown. Drew, what you got?
Sorry, retriever like Crabtree. That's what you gonna get. That's my number one.
Okay. He held that. So he won't seem like he just threw that out there.
I honestly fucked up my order though because the bounty game.
Like I said, he tell the truth. His place is together.
I fucked up my order, but wasn't my reaction like I had that shit and when I think it was Kev was the first one that sorry retriever like Crabtree. I say, that's my pick, bro. And that was my whole shit. But I fucked up my order, so that's on me. There you go. That's my number one.
Drew list is never together. Kev.
My list is always together. So shut up. Well, not always, but today it was.
Kev, number one. What you got there?
Today it was.
All right, temperature -6 degrees that day. Wind chill -24 degrees that day.
Ice Bowl?
He's talking about the Ice Bowl too. I said it.
Ice Bowl number 2.
07.
Jacobs runs over Woodson, our,
at the time probably washed, but
Woodson at the time. Also, what I got here? 23-20 win Eli over Brett Favre. And most iconically from that game, Tom Coughlin's red face, bro.
Yeah, put that as the clip. Tom Coughlin's red face.
That's what I got, man. And Corey Webster's pick over Favre in overtime.
His last game.
That's it.
His last game in Lambeau as the quarterback.
Barbara. All right.
Game.
DQ, number one.
Number one was your number two. I actually remember watching that game.
What was my number two?
What was his number two?
The 2006 AFC Championship game.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right, John. Number one.
My number one? Like Kev, Eli goes to Lambeau and beats Favre. That was my number one.
Classic. Biased. Biased take. Biased take.
Yeah, my biased picks in my
No, you admitted it. You admitted it.
All right, Ed. Number one.
My number one is DQ's number one and your number two. Colts finally take down the Pats. They would have went 0-3 versus Brady, but between Jeff Saturday's fumble recovery for a touchdown, Joseph Adai's late touchdown, and Marlon Jackson's interception to win the game, You pick which clip you want to put in there. They were both awesome. I recommend the Jeff Saturday fumble recovery. That shit was pretty hilarious.
All right. My number one is the beginning of the era that we know now. The Brady era at number one. Pats, Steelers, Brady's first AFC championship. Beginning of the era that we know. That's my number one. The GOAT, as we know. Right now. GOAT Brady, the beginning of this era, although I didn't grow up a Brady fan or the Pats fan, but that was the beginning of the era in football. As we know it since then, hasn't been the same. Well, it's been the same in the sense of Brady always been there, but that's my number one.
20.
And that is our countdown for our conference championship. And this is our episode 41 of the OSA. We got the whole crew here today. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you rate. Tell your friends, tell your family.
Leave a review.
Leave a review. Leave a comment. Let us know what we can do. If you got suggestions, hit us up on social media or on the OSA, or leave a comment. We see it. We see it. Got the whole crew here. DQ here, Jack here, Drew here, Ed's here, John's here, and I'm here. Like always,
we out.
Peace.